God damn it, didn't have a good intro plan, but that's whatever, because it's May 26, 2017, and we have another clan war to at least do something to your day. Now, as you can tell, I'm probably horribly unprepared. I have like 15 tabs open, so we're just going to go through it. That one can go, that tab can go, this one can go, this one can go, that one can't go, and we're going to go and open up this one. You don't know what I'm talking about, but that's a-okay, because not really hyper imperative. And yeah, it seems as though we are almost ready to rock and roll. It is a clan war this time, not another best of 9 between pick and guitar trees. I know many of you from last time are still a little bit recovering, we'll say, from that amazing ass game. Just an amazing game. Jesus, a beautiful series, and I would love to see those two battle off again. Pig will be facing off against BSTQT later on, so please go ahead and watch out for that. I think it's going to happen on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. And without further stalling for Tempo, we are practically ready, folks, to get on into the game. So you don't need to see me anymore. Let's go ahead, switch the scenes like that. Did it work? Hey, it worked, because I am a genius, and that is what geniuses do. Mostly. Also, I don't have my caster settings on, so for a little bit of a while, we're gonna go ahead and just take the first 5 seconds of the match. Hope nothing too crazy happens, and just fix our settings up a little bit. I don't think either player is going to go ahead and do a worker rush or anything like that, so casting, we're gonna go ahead and say that it is not super imperative for the first 10 seconds of the match. I'm just gonna take that time to get our affairs in order. Now, we do have a couple of viewers so far. Action Schadenfreude49, thank you so much for tuning on in, supporting your local esports scene. It's like supporting your local gardener by buying honey from them, except you get to watch StarCraft, right? And honestly, what would you rather do? Drive 20 minutes to a farmer's market, or like sit in your home where there's not cholera and disease and shitty honey, overpriced eggs, and just watch a good old-fashioned game of StarCraft 2? Without further ado, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and click a couple of things, and we should be ready to rock and roll. That goes away. This can go ahead and stay. And let's do it, folks. Spawning in the bottom right-hand position of Abyss Reef, representing our purple Protoss player. Folks, give it up for XX Genesis, playing for INGT. And there's kind of a cow right there that has a little bit of SC2 bling bling, which, you know what, is kind of cool, I would admit, you know, it's fine. But that pales in comparison to our yellow Protoss player, spawning the top left-hand position of Abyss Reef. He is representing Psionic Aftermath Academy. Give it up for Spartan. And look at that, we have that nice little cool Protoss thing. Yeah, we don't need cows with like milk udders or something like that. We have our own little beautiful logo. Now, PvP, as you can already tell, this isn't the most high-level shenanigans, of course. Probably is not going to be the biggest of best of games, I'm going to say. No, you know what? That's unfair to say. It can still be a pretty damn good game. I'm not going to go ahead and take that away from them. There's just going to be a couple of finer points that we're going to be missing, folks. Let's go ahead and take point number 1. Let's take a look at pylon placement. Generally in PvP, you want 3 pylons, and these 3 pylons are very important ass pylons. Ready? You can have one right there, and one right there, and you will be super duper safe against added pressure orcas. Basically anything that touches the mineral line should get evaporated with your mama ship cores overcharged. And this pylon right here kind of doesn't help out the cause very much. So that's a little bit of a gripe for my friend Spartan. Other than that, he is getting his gases, which, thank God. I have seen Protoss players go minutes, yes, with the plural, minutes, without any sort of gas whatsoever, and goodness, I do not know how they do it. I guess they just like zealots and pylons and cannons and probes. I don't know, something like that. Spartan going like this, which is a clever way to show disdain without actually typing stuff. Come to think of it, he didn't type. Let's take a look at the message log. Access Genesis said good luck, have fun. Spartan said meh. So a little bit of a spat there. Probably nothing too much. I'm probably reading into it a little bit too much. And we're just gonna go ahead and focus on this. No warp gift started just yet. Spartan playing pretty passively, gonna go and take its expansion. Access Genesis seemed to have done the same thing, except a little bit later. But his opening looks generally more what you would regard to be a standard Protoss build. Now, he is gonna go for that 2 gates, the warp gate, the gases and stuff like that. A little bit more standard. You really need 2 gates to properly fend off PvP aggression in the early game, so we're gonna have to wait and see if Spartans can hold this upcoming added pressure from XS Genesis, or whether XS Genesis whom we shall now just call Genesis, because you know what? Yeah, too many syllables, boy. He made us very well keep these adults back at home, but no, he's gonna go ahead and send them back on out, all the way across the map. My computer's gonna be making those noises for quite a little bit of a while. Don't know if you guys can hear, but it's driving me a little bit insane. I guess I'll have to mount that hard drive inside of the computer. Immortal has begun production for our friend Access Genesis. Thank God he realizes Warp Gate is indeed an upgrade that is maybe not should be gotten, so he's getting it, so that's good. Not mining as much gas as I really would like. Only 2 gases total, not good enough for the Mama Ship Core or any higher tech units. Only a Stalker and an Adept and an Immortal pretty soon enough to shoo away these Adepts. And actually, Access Genesis, I don't think he has done a single Psionic transfer throughout the whole match. Which, if anyone who's played against Adepts will tell you, Psionic transfer, good unit. Now, one Adept has gone ahead and went down, but the other one for Spartan should fall as well. Immortal has popped out for our friend Spartan, but Access Genesis could just shade right on through, or just futilely poke at the front, whatever floats your boat. 5 workers going down in that attack, not bad from our friend Spartan, not bad at all. Access Genesis, meanwhile, on the other side of the map, throwing down his Stargate, that's going to be his tech of choice. And Mama Ship Core for Genesis, I don't think there's any Mama Ship Core for our friend Spartan. He's gonna have a little bit of a tough time trying to defend aggression. This Immortal is never gonna die to these Adepts in a quadrillion, pintillion, gigafliprillion years. But that's not the point of this Immortal. The point is, if you try to make a Stalker, it will eat you. Not even metaphorically, it will just consume the face out of you. Like, it would take the face, put it in you, just so it can eat it out of you. As you can imagine, not a very proper thing to do, but look at that! A nice little timing attack from our friend Spartan, moving across the map with an Immortal and a couple of Adepts. Should be able to molest our friend Access Genesis just a little bit on the other side of the map. Not doing too much, I wouldn't suspect. And let's see, that's a lot of gateways. If we take a look at the structure tab, as a matter of fact, for their 3 in production, that is going to be 7 gateways. And without any gases, I'm sensing a large attack in the future. However, Adepts make their way across the map somehow. And look at that, 2 shooting probes. It's a miracle. It's devastating. It's not good. It's horrible. It's not great at all. Access Genesis is starting to go for the defensive shade away, which I find a little bit surprising. Meanwhile, Spartan, he is morphing on in a couple of units on the other side of the map, as you may or may not see. Currently, it is 20 armor supply to 10. And as anyone who has passed 4th grade arithmetic can tell you, not good numbers are happening right now for our friend Access Genesis. Assimilator is going to go ahead and get targeted down, but really though, it is these pylons that need to be taken down. Look at that pylon. Artosis would be proud of you, little pylon. In fact, I'm half tempted to call you Pylo, but I'm not that scummy, so we're just going to go ahead and call you Genesis, because that's the player you belong to. A couple of Adepts are going to go ahead and get split over in this attack shade on toward the natural base. 34 works out of 16 because he's had to evacuate the main. And there's just not much from Access Genesis to defend the attack against Spartan. Really living up to his name over here. Pylon Overcharge has been activated and it deals a lot of damage, folks. And another Overcharge is going to go ahead and get popped. There's still a couple of Adepts still left over. They are residual and they are not the happiest units in the universe. Void Ray has now popped on out, and I think our friend Access Genesis may very well just hold this. It's been a crazy game so far, folks. Spartan is not all in, however. 3rd base is on the way as well, and he has a 12 worker advantage. He has the Robo, he has the War Prism, and he has a pretty decent footing in this game. Now this War Prism, I'm going to go ahead and taunt the Void Ray a little bit. Void Ray is saying, what a tease. I'm going to go ahead and fly on back. In the newest patch, meanwhile, if you haven't played StarCraft 2 as of recently, don't be surprised. Since there is a Void Ray in this match, I have a little bit of a disclaimer to make. Void Rays now have Siege Mode. Yes, that is correct, folks. You press E to activate it, and what it does, it makes it super powerful versus armored units, but it decreases its move speed to 40%, aka Siege Mode. These Void Rays, they do not move at all. Like, I'm pretty sure slowlings off of Creep with a Queen on top of them can move faster than a Void Ray with Prismatic Alignment turned on now. So yeah, they have to siege up now, which is fine. It's not really hugely important, because our friend Spartan is not really making any more, or Genesis rather, not opting for any more Void Rays. So it's gonna go ahead and sit at that one. Gonna go ahead and patrol the abyss of Abyssal Reef for a little bit longer, just to stop any flying from War Prisms. This is scary. Yeah, this is not pleasant. This is exactly the opposite of what Access Genesis wanted to see right now. 1 Overcharge is available, however, he really needed to use up all 3 of them he had available. all at once just to go ahead and begin to hold this. Now the control for Access Genesis is spotty, but it is still doing a little bit well. It's Warp Prism, 4 health now, 39 health now, and boom, it is gone. So the push will eventually dry up for our friend Spartan, like taking a leak inside of a toilet with no water. His time is limited, and a couple of adepts are going to go ahead and shade on into the main base. Stalker still poking away at the natural pylon, could deny the warp in, but actually just going for the units. Now they're trying to move on, and 7 more probes are going to go ahead and go down. Stalker's trying to get targeted down by the adepts before they shade over into the natural base location. Spartan really making use of that psionic aftermath. Psionic shade rather. Psionic transfer, there we go. See, I thought of it after all. The F2A move is made apparent as Spartan's Mama Chip core gets exploded on this side of the map. Not something you generally see. And Spartan is actually walking the hell away out of Dodge City. Now, I don't mean to do any false caster hype here, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it how it is, folks, because that gives me street cred. 9 workers to 44 is not a good position to be in. If you ever find yourself 9 to 47 total workers, 12 armor spy to 28, and you have like some stalkers, a zealot or so, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say the game is probably not your game. Now Spartan, needs to still spend his money. I would love to see a little bit more tech. Does he have an observer? Needs to start covering his outs, because DTs could absolutely ruin his day. No DTs just yet, and no observers to suit, so probably not the biggest of dealios. Triple Stargate is gonna be the method of destruction to finish off our friend XX Genesis. And you know what? I just realized something. Much better. Alright, nothing happened before these two names switched, okay? Now, Genesis, what are you going to do? In fact, I don't even have to ask that. We can just turn on player camera. Here, we are turned on Genesis's player camera, and let's see what he's doing. Alright. What could that probe make? Ooh. I think his Stalker died. Alright. Just gonna go ahead, not do too much. I think he's kind of giving up right now. EPM for both players, or rather Control M. Nope, that's not it. Control C. There we go. As you can see, Access Genesis kind of faltering just a little bit, running out of things to do. I mean, Spartan is on the other side of the map. He is making Nexi. He is teching on up. He has 3 targets finished. He's making an army. Access Genesis is trying to make a living, and it's just not gonna happen, folks. 20 workers to 60. Not as bad as it once was, I guess, but yeah, not good anyways. I guess in order to entertain ourselves, folks, we're gonna go ahead and follow the Zealot and just admire the artwork that went into making this Zealot, because this Zealot is probably not long for this bird. There we go, hacking away. Look at that. Zealot kind of has a nice butt, doesn't he? I mean, not that I would notice that kind of thing. It's just an observation. Like, stalkers don't really got much junk in their trunk. Like, hang on, if I try to take a look. Oh, they don't want to. Oh, they're so shy. They don't want me to look. Yeah, there's not much to look at for stalkers. Adepts, yeah, you got kind of a flowy robe, not really. Sentries are just like giant bubble butts, but we're not gonna go ahead. We're gonna exclude those because that's an obvious exclusion. Really, the only thing that kind of matches up is that of a Zealot. Let's go ahead and take a look at these bad boys. They've been hiding something from us all these years. David Kim, you genius, or whoever the graphical designer was for StarCraft. Let's go ahead. Can I rotate the camera to look at it? No, not now. But believe me, folks, it is there. Look, this sentry can't get enough of it. Speaking of can't get enough of it, ooh, Spartan gonna go ahead and take a bad engagement over here. He should have more than enough to kill him. I don't understand why he's not doing that. My guess is he's not saturated. No, he's saturated properly. I guess he's just not warping in on the other side of the map. He's floating a decent amount of minerals. Does he have a... Oh, okay. The problem is solved. The deal is done. The cake is baked. He is spending his money on carriers, which I guess he just wants me to cast for a little while longer. Yeah, thanks, Spartan. Instead of just killing him. 150 supply to 64. I think you can just kind of push on in confidently right now. There we go. Double Guardian Shield is popped for double the guard. Stalker's duo playing on Spartan. Playing a little bit passively. Nah, bro, you got this for sure. Look at that. 67 armor spy to 70. Even without the carriers, you just stand and you just fight. You are kind of getting choked up a little bit, but probably not the biggest of dealios. Numbers, there is something to be said about them after all, folks. A couple stalkers still left over. In fact, 11 stalkers to 10. Not looking too bad. An offensive flank, probably not what I would have done, but not important regardless. Oh, nice little shot at the Zealots as they run on away, and forced to retreat is our friend Spartan. Sorry, I'm just mesmerized. It's just, look at that. Ugh. Side to side. Work it, man. Work it. Alright. And we screwed up the camera angles. Congratulations, Mr. 79. Officially best caster in the anti-universe, which means worst caster NA. Can we fix this somehow? Can we fix this, please? Let's go ahead. Okay, that doesn't do it. That does it. But as soon as I let go of that button, it doesn't do it. Alright. This game is pretty much over, so we're gonna go ahead and dedicate the rest of it into figuring out how the hell do we fix the camera movement. This. Yes, this. No? Not that? Alright, we can go ahead. Maybe this? Maybe this? No? No? It's not working? Hey! Moz! Aw. It worked for a second. It worked for a second, in my defense. Hey! Oh! Aw. Oh! And best caster NA. 100% confirmed. Alright, turns out I just have to turn on the player camera, so I guess that's a little bit easy. Spartan about to have 6 carriers versus some stalkers and +2. I guess Genesis is making a nexus over here to kind of get its way back into the game. This is Platinum, so anything is possible. I mean, for all I know, Spartan can just sit back at home, never move on out, make 150 probes, and die. And that's completely possible. At least it was until these added harass started to start up again. A couple of them are going to go ahead and finish the shade. Gonna be disappointed to find nothing they can kill. And they're just gonna go ahead and retreat for the time being. Dark Shrine is on the way for an XS Genesis. Went behind Dark Shrine, but as if a prophet has entered the cerebral cortex of our friend Spartan, the first observer of the game has, second observer of the game has started on up. 6 carriers and a mama ship to, okay, so it's 200 supply to 70. Spartan, I don't want to alarm you or anything, but I think you can kill your opponent. Just a thought. 114 armor supply to 40. Like, if this 40 were carriers and this were stalkers, maybe Exogenesis could win, but it's just not gonna happen, folks. I just don't think so. Couple of stalkers are all the way over here. They're kind of lonely together. They have been too long without the touch of an adept, and let's go ahead and take a moment to plug into our own Night of Erotica. I call it Star Your Craft, starring Craft and Craft Star. The title is debatable, as this Nexus does go ahead and get destroyed. I think I should go ahead and call it Your Favorite Stalker. That's a good title for StarCraft Erotica. What do you think? Or oh wait, I got a better one. Okay, ready? Okay, it's called You Make Me Care Again. Oh, finished, boys. My romantic novel is almost ready to hit the market. I think I found the best title in the universe. Although that'd be more of a romantic novel than anything else. Meanwhile, XS Genesis is dying. No really other way to say that. There are carriers to not carriers. 16 workers have gone down. He's been at a huge deficit this whole match, and actually the carriers are focusing down robos? I don't know, I'm not really certain if that's a great idea. Gonna go ahead. GG is called finally, and Spartan takes it very, very convincing. Game number 1. I'm scared to see what chat looks like, because I know my mistakes. Alright. Okay, if you guys enjoy the, okay, cameras, the struggle is real. Cameras, how do they work? Thank you, guys. Awesome casting, new perspective, I like it. Thank you, Shoutin' Fraud49. Give it a break, come on, man. I'm getting a lot of blood. Thank you, guys, for the compliments. You make me care again. See what I did there? I see what I did there. It's probably never gonna catch on, but you know what a guy's gotta do? What a guy's gotta do. We gotta make it work somehow. You think if I contacted... You know what? There are actually... As long as we're on the topic of this, I heard recently that erotica writers... Yeah, okay, erotica writers are actually contracted out for certain people. Some people are like, oh, I want a gopher to hold me down and force feed me honey. Like, they have contractors for that kind of things. So they can write that up for you to take care of your desires. I'm gonna try to keep this as PG-13 as possible, because we are a Twitch partnered and I don't want to mess anything up. So, yeah, there are some erotica writers out there. They do contract themselves out. And I do wonder, if we start a GoFundMe for the StarCraft community... Kinda makes you think, doesn't it, folks? Alrighty. Let's go ahead. Make sure the stream has not gone to hell. It's already gone to hell. Like, we're all like, there's no salvation for me, but we can go ahead and see if everything's working. Schadenfred49 going for the PogChamp. PogChamp. Like this. This is like 2 forward slashes or backslashes. I really don't know what to call them, but I guess we'll just call them a slash of some sort. Kind of right now. Okay, we have a little bit of time before the next game starts. So while we wait, how is everybody? Good to be back and casting. Hope you guys have been. Hope you guys from last time checked out my channel. Let me know what you guys thought. Looks like waiting to load on up. We do have a decent amount of people watching, so that's pretty nice. Next map we'll go ahead and be Odyssey. Quick shout out to all of our concurrent viewers. Thank you to Forsaken16, Ming SC2, Mr. 789, Nightbot, Psionic Aftermath, Jedi Zealot, Psyx Passion, Psyx Sushi, Axishon, Hewix, Insane Guy for the win, Q's Paladin 21X, and Schadenfred 49. Much ado about a lot. Thank you for watching. Lots of oh, the spam is quite real in the chat below. But I do appreciate it. I mean, honestly, chat is better than like being quiet. It's like, how do I explain this? It's like, okay, so it's like if you're at a dinner party, right? Like, what would you rather have? A bunch of people talking about nothing? Or, like, absolutely nothing but everyone's talking? Or just silence? Because that's what I feel like when no one's talking during chat. It's just like they're judges and they're too good to, like, comment and everything else. And I'm just like, just talk. Lay it down to me. Like, spam Kappa. Do something. So I'm really glad that we do have a nice active chat here on Psionic Aftermath. It's not like having a friend to talk to while watching paint. It's like not having a friend to talk to while watching paint dry. Yes, it is indeed. Though you do kind of assume that I am I am like watching paint dry, which it's okay, Schadenfreude. It's something. It's something. Oh, Schadenfreude getting a lot of his messages deleted. I don't know why. Were you ever on a team called Impressive Play? No, I was not. It was Imperative Gaming. It was my former team. The spam is happening. Feels that man. Yeah, just did what he said. Sewer scum. Stop spamming emotes. Yeah, okay, sorry. I didn't realize I was contributing to the problem. I don't mean literally spam emotes. Like, this isn't my channel. Like, don't spam emotes. I'm sorry. Sorry, I got you in trouble. Here, let me give you a kiss. Or, you know what's even better than kiss? Switching scenes to get on into the game. Mwah. And really quickly, I just noticed we had someone cheer 1,000 bits. What was my name back then? Always Swaghar. I'm pretty sure it was always Swaghar. He was asking Q's Swag. Oh, pff, okay. Fine, I don't want to talk to you about my past anyways. Whatever. I don't care. You don't deserve to know about me. You don't even know me. No one even knows. Damn, I'm sad now. Why can't people ask me about shit? Alright, spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Odyssey. He is representing our purple protest player. He is Spartan. The reason I'm zooming in on this probe is because his main base isn't over here, folks. No. It's very, very much on the other side of the map. Whose side of the map is it on? Well, it's spawning in the top left-hand position. He is representing our blue term probe. Folks, give it up for Tyler. Tyler's side of the map will be under assault from our friend Spartan. What is this probe doing? Oh! What? Then why send it out to what? He's not even blocked off. Like, he could have just gone to the main base. I guess he just wanted to go over here. I thought for a second his probe got, like, you know, trying to find his way into the main base. Grrr, waypoints, supply depot blocked. But no, it's open. He's just chilling there. And he sent it out as, like, first probe. Boom! Couldn't have been quicker. Right across the map. Like, that's what you do when you want 4 gateways into your opponent's mouth, and you want it there now. Looks like he's going for a proxy Stargate, but this didn't need to be here for, like, at least another minute. Like, this is, like, you tear down the Cybercore and then you maybe, like, after your gateway, maybe, but that was, like, a minute too early. It's okay, bro. Being a minute too early, it's a problem we all have. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just something to silently contemplate why you're and point at as fault as to why your partner does not love you. But enough about my lamentations. Folks, let's go ahead and see what our friend Tyler is up to. Gonna go ahead and go for that standard commanded Reaper expanded. Going for that command center on the low ground because he has no fear of overcharge rushes. The good overcharge rushes are kind of out of the map. You can still do it. It's definitely still an okay map-ish for it. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit cheeky, I will send up my Mama Ship Core over here. and let's see what I can at least do, but it's just not as amazing as it could have been. And there we go, Stargate is in fact on the way, so very happy to hear about that. Reaper making its way over across the map, thankful, very, very thankful that there is no queens to kind of take a bite out of his succulent posterior of his. Don't bite his derriere because he is lactose intolerant. Now, gonna go ahead and make his way into the main base. What's a little bit weird is that he's getting a mothership core and warp. Oh! Alrighty, Spartan is better than Trap because at least Spartan knows how to overcharge to kill the Reaper. Oh, too soon, maybe a bit too soon. I don't want to spoil the GSL for you guys. I'm just going to promote them for a little while because they really, really deserve it. Some amazing games have been played over at the GSL. The newest VODs are out on Afrika's YouTube channel. If you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend you do so. And with that said, Afrika, what are you doing not sponsoring our channel already? Come on, mate. Alright, Stargate has finished on up. And here comes the Oracle. Supply blocks are not yet, but it's getting there. And actually, I didn't really realize what he was doing until now. The triple gas build on one base, immediate saturation of all three. That means pylon overcharge rush. And look at this, there's a probe all the way over here. Has Tyler sniffed any of this out? Not really. I don't think there's anything his Reaper saw that would suspect him of this one base play. So I'm very confused as to why he's going ahead and getting this bunker. I suspect it's just a safety precaution because, you know, those Platinum League Protoss players can't really be trusted, and this is exactly why. Out of the 3 pylons queued up, one is going to go down. Thankfully, if 2 Reapers die, or 2 probes die, the third one is always there to the rescue. The overcharge rush not working out for Spartans so far. The Oracle has, however, made its way into the main base. SCB is forced to run for their wives. And then shortly afterwards, probably run for their lives. Widowmine actually gonna go ahead and get the Boron off. Oracle runs out of energy, but 7 workers killed so far. Not bad, not bad. Pog champ. And this Mama-ship core is kind of feeling a little bit of awkwardness, you know, on the phone and top of a tower. Not really sure what to do. Doesn't really want to talk to anybody new because she's kind of anxious. Is that an attack move? Yeah, it was an attack move. That was a little bit weird. Huh. Alright, meanwhile, another Oracle is on the way. The transition is already happening though. Already a Robo and a Twilight. Wait, shh, quiet for just a little bit. Oh my god, StarCraft has great music, folks. Tyler now realizes that the rush is not indeed over. I really do love these pylons on the bottom low ground of the map. Yeah, that was a clunky way to say that they're behind the mineral line. And still more going on down. Tyler, you don't have to fight. Just, you ready? I'm gonna do exactly what you should do at this moment. And that's what should have happened. Instead, he loses 6 SCVs, and Wooderman killed one of the Oracles, which is fine, but now no evacuation. Tyler is being pulled too many directions, actually. And all the SCVs are going down. If any of you folks remember last game, yeah, 5 to 31 total workers. I think Spartan kind of likes these sort of games, you know? Whereas the opponent has nothing and he has everything. I think that's the kind of game that Spartan really likes to play. And hey, who can blame him? It's working out pretty well so far, don't you think? Tyler seems to think that the only way to equalize is with a drop, and I wholeheartedly agree. Phoenix is on the way, however, to kind of sort that away. Spartan is only on 1 warp gate, so this drop can maybe do a little bit, but there's an Oracle which can do a decent amount of damage to Marines and Medevacs. Or just Marines rather, unless your name is Beyond. And really, I don't think this drop's gonna accomplish a whole lot. Already 2 workers and a Widowmine. I would be confident holding off a drop with that much. And more warp gates are finishing on ups, and I just don't think there's much room for our friend Tyler to finagle around, you know? Thankfully, okay, these are still going ahead and work. So these pawns are gonna die. Right. Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place. Didn't get much sleep last night. Too busy thinking of some special tactics. These Problons. I almost said Problons. I wasn't sure what to say. Protoss or Pylons or Probes. So I just kind of amalgamated them all into one splendid Genesis. Anyways, talking about the Problons, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to marining. And a couple of Phoenixes are alright for our friend Spartan. Just wants to play defensively for the time being. He did get the firebox, so not paying around those getting destroyed on the other side of the map. So he is going to go ahead and give our friend Tyler some time to catch back on up. 8 to 42 total workers. I'm not going to say it's impossible. I've seen bigger comebacks, believe it or not. Here's the thing. Terran has mules. Look at that. He's barely behind in economy. Barely. Because he has the mules mining for him. And as soon as they expire, yeah, now it's like pitiful once again. Once more, shitty. But that's not the point, because Yeah, no, it actually is the point, because he's gonna die here pretty soon. Oh, man, I don't know what Tyler's gonna do. He can look at the Phoenix and kind of, like, shake his hand, like, "Oh, you!" Look at the Oracle and be like, "You did this!" Probably not gonna be the case, however. Interesting thing to note, our friend Spartan is actually deficient in army supply. Oh, if he gets cut on the map, this is one of the ways he loses this game. Can be losing the Mama Ship Core, and is gonna go ahead and go down. Out of trying to fight for the Mama Ship Core's life, and looks like though they are gonna do a good job. What? Don't do that! No, you need to overcharge on the other side of the map. Oh, folks, it ain't looking good. The Rex follow-up from our friend Tyler. He's actually putting him in an army supply advantage. I was just so ready to write this guy off, man. But look at this. 34 army supply to 33. First Immortal is on the way. That needs to pop. Needs to pop in order for a hold to be commenced. Our friend Spartan doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have a very good concave. Yeah, Tyler's not going to fall for that malarkey. Or maybe he is. No, he's not. He's just gonna... Alright. He says, you think pylons are bad, but you have fire behind your mineral line. Gonna go ahead and fight over the stasis ward. Picking up the Marauders with the Phoenix is exactly what you want to do. Very impressive micro move coming up from my friend Spartan. And actually, holding with only 6 workers killed is not bad so far. And yes, all the medevacs are gonna go ahead and go down. The Bio is forced to retreat. And Tyler finds himself in a... Yep, GG is called. Putting a... Oh, no. Whoa, buddy. No. Yeah, you stay there. And putting Spartan ahead, 2-0 in the clan war. As Mr. 799 score, I know, I'm sorry, I fixed it. Alright, please update score. I know, I don't read chat while I'm in game, unfortunately. I would love to, but yeah, I just try not to. Look how active the chat is. Look at you guys are crazy. Wow, you guys have just been talking up a storm. I really do appreciate a nice active chat. It is just lovely. Sykes is just saying, you are a future WCS caster. Maybe a janitor. I can see myself being a WCS janitor. That's probably as far as I ever will get, but... Hey, you know what? You can't really complain. I'm getting a couple of messages from my friend. I'm gonna go again and just message him that, hey, pissed off. I'm trying to do something, you piece of crap. No, I just love them. No, look, heart. See? Hearts. It was just for the funny, I swear. Hang on a sec. Catsing. You know what? We're not fixing it. Catsing a series. Smiley face. Heart. Alright, that should be good, folks. That should be good. I was watching GSL. Thank God, Schadenfreude 49. Actually, it says it's going to be right after this clan war. It's in 2 hours. Please be sure to not miss it at all. Oh, right. Be sure to not miss the GSL. As lovely as it is to support your local community StarCraft players and teams, sometimes you gotta know what it is all about, folks. Alright. So I was on Animax and I smoked so much I totally forgot until one of my boys got me hip cues. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about your personal life. That is okay. Only lost 1 probe, noise, and then he lost 6, I think. It comes down to this. Pog chimp. Alright. Just reading the chat, folks. Nothing. I don't know why I'm doing hand movements. I was doing a lot of this. I guess that's just kind of integrated to my speech. That's just how you do. You just go. Like, you gotta use body language to communicate, right? It's just impossible not to. Anyways, I'm gonna take a quick sip of water while, yeah, just waiting a little bit. Yo, at Swag, can you make me famous? Scaredy cat? I don't know. I can show you to 86 people on my YouTube channel, but that's basically it. Can I make you famous? Depends. How willing are you to make a sex tape? Or even better yet, you know that erotic idea we had earlier on in the chat? Are you a good writer? Curious, if you're a good writer, I think I have a good proposition for you, my friend. But you have to be on board. And over 18, I don't know. We kept it in. Like a champ. Okay. Alright, wrong hole. Let's try round two. We're good. We're back, folks. And well hydrated. I kind of had the little aftertaste of like citrus in the back of my throat, and you just can't. You have to drink to get rid of that, folks. Have to. Absolutely 100%. Alright, Lots of emoticons I didn't even know existed. Being displayed in chat below. 1,000-bit cheer! Sorry. 1,000-bit cheer! Didn't even notice. That's because it wasn't, it wasn't this game. I just now noticed it. 1,000 bits from Cryptwalker. Is he in chat right now? No, he's not in chat right now. Everyone, when Cryptwalker comes back, please. Like, is there a Suck Your Johnson emoticon? Because we need to, we need to get on that, folks. Crypt donating 1,000 bits. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Cryptwalker, for the bit donation. Really does help us out. Allows us to do a lot of those best of nines that everyone really does love, and help support your local StarCraft scene. Everyone, can we get an amen for our friend Cryptwalker? Or maybe like a kiss? I don't know. I don't know. I like the guy. Actually, hang on. Let me look something up really quickly. One sec. Oh, I think I hear a donation, and yes, IX Jedi Zealot cheered 400 bits. What a man of manly proportions. Oh my gosh, if I had a man for every man that man was, I'd be a man. Thank you so much, IX Jedi Zealot, for helping support your local community StarCraft 2 scene. Without further ado, folks, we are ready to jump into game number 3 between players that will be introduced. I'm not gonna say their names right now because that kind of ruins the whole casting experience. You just gotta, insinuate like, ooh, this guy versus this guy. I will say, however, it is Diamond versus Platinum, so Spartan may well have a run for his money coming up in this next match. Especially since Blood Boil, quite literally likes to fondle balls in its mouth because it is just not a good map. No, it's a good map, but I just don't like it in PvP. I just don't like it for Protoss. Try it. It's just not the map I like. Maybe that's unfair of me. I'm guessing not. I'd rather play in Defender's Landing, honestly. I don't know why everyone vetoes it. I think it's fine. Sushi and Peasant have left the game. Alright, that's fine. I'll do better next time, boys. I promise. Okay, spawning in the bottom right-hand position of Blood Boil, representing our yellow Protoss player, folks. We have seen some strong PvP. We have seen some good PvT. Now let's see how swanky his PvZ is. Give us a loud esports welcome to Spartan! Playing for Psionic Aftermath Academy. Which, if you aren't a part of, folks, we will take you in and we will teach you, and you are beautiful, and we will let you know that. And meanwhile, Psyx Quiver Blood, aside from the really weird imagery, you make me feel very happy, so thank you so much for following. I will be sure not to disappoint you. As long as you're not my father. Heyo, personal issues. No, just kidding, folks. I love him very much, and he me. Now, did we introduce Economy? No. Okay, so spawning in the top left-hand position of Blood Boil, representing our light blue Zerg player. Folks, give us a warm esports welcome to the one, the some, the Economy, who hopefully will get his Zerg Economy up and running before the Protosses. I know, yes, thank you very much. I shall now have 1,000,000 bits donated to my Bitcoin address. Thank you, and have a good day. It is the best joke I'll make all casts, so I'm just gonna go ahead and be quiet as to not ruin it. I'll just kind of like make noises wherever I see appropriate, like, Pilo. If you could follow that, you are honestly a genie. That is the only explanation for it. Spartan, let's go ahead and start casting the game, because that's what these beautiful people came here to watch. Not random Indian, Fijian, weird, malicious goat cheese kid make weird noises into a mic into the StarCraft games. Now is it? Spartan gonna go ahead and go for the super hatch block, which is blocking this hatch and following it up with the Horilon and the Cybernetics core. Daddy, let's finish! Golly, Spartan, I don't know if that's what you want to do. He does have a regular one back at home, but that's 150 minerals, kind of down the toilet, or as the French call it, le toilet. But however you want to call it. Sport call is now on the way, a little bit early. Really, this sport timing only covers against Proxy Oracle, I want to say? Not too certain. Let's go ahead and say that the sport is a little bit early. But understandably, our friend Economy is a little bit worried. He just wants his economy to go as undisrupted as possible. He did indeed find this probe that was on the opposite side of the map. Spartan probably didn't have any plans for that probe, just kind of forgot about it, which, you know, happens to the best of us. Goes the probe as it dies. Now, the gases are starting to get saturated. Our friend Spartan seems as though he's having a little bit of trouble saturating his gas guys as effectively as he would like to. Seems as though one match he didn't have any gas at all, and now he's like double saturating it before like anything else. Kind of. He has two there. Okay, so what is this gas saturation? One there, and then two in the main. Like, what? I'm pretty sure you could have just like, no, put these down, and gone like, and he would have had 150 more minerals and gas. I don't know what he's doing. It's fine. He's platinum. He has superb strategies, and he doesn't need these tiny, insignificant micro tricks to get out a couple more minerals. He can just kill his opponent straight on up through the power of esports. Unless Ling's ruin his day, which, considering they have killed 5 workers already, seems like though it's gonna happen. Here's one of the more annoying parts about Blood Bowl, folks. You cannot wall off over here and take an expansion. Wanna know why? Imagine I'm. Hang on. Let's go ahead and wait for these adepts to do their things before we start talking. Okay, I was so rudely interrupted. And actually, they are gonna get a decent amount of workers before they go ahead and shade away defensively. Alright, what was I saying? Yeah, okay, so imagine you're the Zergling, right? Just came from an egg and you want to kill the Protoss player, and it's like 20 seconds in the game. Great, fantastic. Here's what you do. If I had Dig music, I would play it, but I don't, so. And you're dead. See, that's one of the negative parts about Blood Bowl. You can attack these rocks from the high ground, but it's just so not easy, folks. Thankfully, Blood Bowl is a rather large map, so those kind of strategies aren't very encouraged. That looked like a dead marine. Holy what is that? Oh my god! And the camera angle froze again. Maybe it's on purpose. I saw something I wasn't supposed to see. Alright, let's go. Let's fix it. Okay, it's fixed. Alright, a huge swath of links have actually been made for our friend Economy. Unfortunately, he's probably not going to do much with them, since he is walled off, and Spartan should be alright. That's right, folks, that translates to you can't wall off this part because you didn't kill it. Oh no. Oh, I'm guessing a lot of horror and a lot of sadness is coming out for our friend Spartan. Thankfully, a final overdose has been activated. The micro not so good in these links is immortal Ashley. Very useful in these early links for type of attacks. Only a couple of pros have went down, but that's really all that Economy needs. He's gonna go in and get a couple of more, and as soon as it gets up to around 5-ish, 6-ish, it starts to become the whole lot more worth it, folks. Spartan, quick pro tip of the day: if you're watching this VOD, or if you know Spartan and you want to spam him something, just go ahead and say you can attack the rocks on Blood Bowl from the high ground, and there's a very good reason why you should. Now, he is gonna go ahead and move on out. Does he have a war prism? Oh, I love this part of the music. I'm gonna talk a little bit softly so we can appreciate the music a little bit more. Oh, look at that quivering blood. Oh goodness. War prism on the opposite side of the map. Gonna probably support these units over here. Here's a couple of robots spotted out. Should be seeing disruptive production any second now. Very curious as to why we'll get double robo in a robo bay. Maybe it's for Colossus. I don't know, folks. Gonna have to wait and see how that works out. Alright, I guess that's enough of that for me. War Prism's gonna go ahead and make his way on over to the main base. Does the Economy see it? Yep, he 100% sees it. But folks, does he see it? And yes, he does actually see it. Gonna go ahead and shade on into the natural base, and actually we are seeing Colossi. We haven't seen a resurgence of Colossi play in response to Hydrolink Bane timing, so very glad to see that in effect. And actually, considering the amount of gateways our friend Spartan has, I think if he starts reinforcing the front, he could very well... Yep, that's my hard drive reconnecting. He could very well just absolutely destroy Economy. Because, you know, these two Immortals, they deal a lot of pain. He has an army supply advantage, and Economy all has his shit in roaches. Oh, so kawaii, Economy. Or, I mean Spartan. So kawaii, Spartan. However, you do need another force field, and Revelers are morphing on in, so you are not long for this world. And actually, Spartan realizes he may very well be overextending, so he's gonna go ahead and back on off. 55 to 40 armor supply just in the nick of time. Honestly, I think he's gonna wait for these Colossi to get finished on up, which you can't really blame him for. And look at this special tactics mofo. Look at this. One Colossi in production. Thank you, Hardbad, for reconnecting. One Colossi from one Robo, one Immortal from another. Folks, White Raw would be proud. He'd be turning in his grave, but that's turning in the grave would power a dynamo that would power Spartan's computer so he could win the GSL Code S. Because this guy absolutely knows what structures do. And he does some pretty unique stuff as well. I don't know, I was not important, folks. I did see, oh, what's this? Oh my god, it's a Zerglove canal. Where is the entrance? Oh boy. Oh man. Oh boy. Okay, Spartan, that's an nice player camera. I love seeing reaction. It's like a reaction video, except for StarCraft and in real time. Like he's like, oh no, oh my, I'm over here. My mom is, okay, recharge, okay. Oh, we went right on top of it? Okay, I guess that may be okay. He does have a decent amount of Colossi, and the Zerg did not stream forward as he was supposed to, so he's gonna go ahead and pick off a lot of these Colossi, dealing a lot of damage. Should be able to get this Nidus Canal any second now, and he does indeed go down. I think at this point you knock down these rocks because you need that versatility. Yeah, rip those probes. You need that versatility to be able to counteract Zerg Nidus Canal is all over the main base. I think if you see one coming up over here, you can't walk all the way around over here. I mean, at that point, you're just like noodling your way around the map like a damn fool. So this, yeah, he needs to take out these rocks ASA pronto. And look at that, another love canal is on the way. Does our friend Spartan see it? He sees it, but is he reacting? Does he see it? No, the Nidus is crowning, and folks, I think, oh, it's a boy! And the Lings pouring on out. Okay, the Lings pouring on out should get taken down. Probably gonna take out a couple of workers in the natural phase. Oh man. Cause if it, okay, it's not a girl. I mean. Okay. And they froze a mystery. No, Sparta! No, you can't do it. Oh man. Oh, you're killing me. Okay. Oh, okay, we're fine. We're good. Alright, Colossi is still being steadily produced. I did see a Spire in the production tab for a friendly Economy. He should be able to make, yeah, 3 mutas. He's not on a lot of gases, and he's spending a lot of it on these Nidus worms. And he's honestly not getting too much done with them. That's a lot of minerals and gas just down the drain. Well, I think you missed your stop, but that's okay. Tunneling Claw's about to finish on up, and I really do love that upgrade. It really opens up the harassment potential of Zerg. I think Zergs are the races that really need to know, like, you know, you can harass. It's okay. I think lower level Zerg just never even think about it at all, and I think that's one of the bigger mistakes that Zerg players do. You know, Zerg harassment is one of the strongest harassments. No, it's not, but it's a really strong form of harassment if done properly. Now, Spartan is on the opposite side of the map, so if this Nidus Canal does indeed pop, it should be the end of this base, and there's nothing in it, so probably okay. Okay, he's doing it over here. Alright, gonna go and recall over here. He does have like 5 observers, so he sees like 5 roaches at a time, and he can just keep on killing those roaches with all these observers, and looks like they're from Economy, floating a lot of minerals. At this point, Economy, throw down 10 hatcheries, no one gives a hell. It's better than floating this many minerals, honestly. Take it from me, folks. Take it from me. Did you just dance your damn roaches? Economy, you are in the middle of a game here. You are in a crisis situation. It's not time for the scuttling butterleaf with your roaches. You gotta attack, man. Oh my god. Meanwhile, Creepspad has begun in Spartan's main base. Natural base over. Oh man, I can't keep it together this game, folks. I just can't. There's a lot of Colossi over here. Like Heart of the, like even for Heart of the Swarm, this would be a comical level of Colossi. There's not really much on the ground that can contest 7 Colossi and support There's not really much you can hope for, folks, except for a base race kind of scenario. Not dancing as roaches now, Yep, that happens. One class does get targeted on down. Roaches should be able to get taken on now, but here's the thing. These roaches are just gonna go ahead and play him like a book for all of eternity. Yeah, like this over is gonna spot for like 50 more Nidus canals. And he can just keep pulling our friend Spartan apart time after time. Now there is a little bit of pro damage being laid on Spartan. He's down to 54 workers to the 66 of economy. And another Nidus stuff come out in the exact same position. I think Spartan technically sees it. Yep, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing, it's getting bigger, it's getting bigger. Oh, Spartan! Spartan! Oh man, ready? Recall number 7,000. Or not. Oh, you see that? It's like a Nidus uvula. I can't watch. Really just can't watch. This cannon trying to take out this over. If this over dies, like it's the end of the game for economy. So he has to be so certain to let that not happen. You know what this game reminds me of? It's like a really weird Heart of the Swarm game. You know, there's like Colossi for the Protoss player, and the Zerg's making like Corruptors. He has Roaches on the ground. Like, if you ignore the Ravagers, it's 100% a Heart of the Swarm game. Really weird. And yes, economy finally does spout the goddamn overload that's been the source of all of his burden for this whole game. That was kind of a chunky one, really. 13 more roaches, however, are on the way. I just don't think economy has the ground army. These corruptors are indeed going to deal with the Colossi eventually, but there is Stalker support, and if any of you guys remember any take two. Alright, if any of you guys do remember from Heart of the Swarm, the way to deal with corruptors attacking your Colossi is don't attack the corruptors. Let the corruptors kill your Colossi. Meanwhile, you kill everything on the ground in a super cost-efficient manner, and you kill the Zerg player. However, our friend Spartan looks as though he's going to go ahead and take this engagement. Let's see if that's what he does. Corruptors not participating in the slightest, and there's Immortals on the ground as well. Oh my gosh, Immortals in the ground with diamonds, and these Stans are trying to take out the Corruptors. The Corruptors are doing the best that they can, but already so many of the numbers getting taken on out. +1/+1 is contesting the +2/+1 of the Zerg player. Though he is ahead on upgrades, I mean, everything just attacks so slowly. That extra armor upgrade isn't really going to do too much good, especially during the Colossi spotting up. That's what is our friend economy going to hope for it? Right? I forgot the score again. I'm sorry. GG is called. Dancing in the main base even, and Spartan is victorious. For any of you guys getting mad at me that I don't put the score and you're whispering me, I'm sorry. I disabled whispers in game, and I'm sorry. I'll fix it, folks. I'll fix it. Look, I'm gonna look in the chat right now, and it's just gonna be Kappa score, Kappa stupid Wiener Schnitzel, Kappa stupidness. Probably what's gonna happen. Who is a caster, says Domitan? Why? I'm glad you asked, sir. It's me, it's Mr. 789 here on this glorious day of May 26, 2017. And Dominican, welcome to the stream. Thank you for supporting your local esports scene. And for you, my good friend, I wish you some very good dreams. I need to work on my like way to introduce myself to people. I should have like a theme song. That'd be great. That'd be amazing. It's like, he's Svagar, GM for an hour, always on the prowl, cast for an hour. He already rhymed that word. It's Svagar. Rough draft, folks. It's a rough draft. Don't worry about it. Q says he just downloaded Overwatch for the free weekend. Let me tell you, it is super worth it. Overwatch is a pretty damn addicting game, and I played StarCraft for like 4 years now. And let me tell you, Overwatch is an addicting ass game. It's really, really beautiful. Sorry I missed some games there for a second. The old lady felt like running into a curb and bending the shit out of her rim, so I had to pick up the kiddo and go swap tires and her spare for her. Ooh, sorry to hear that for a second. Well, hey, you know what? At least you got the GSL. At least you got Swagger, aka Mr. 789, but you can just call me Daddy. And at least you have Psionic Aftermath, the team we are currently working for. I'm getting a couple more whispers. Don't forget to insert scores into the game. I know, I'm sorry. I'm really working on it, folks. Just like, remind me next game. Like, DDoS me until I figure it out. Seriously, I won't mind. Alright, looks as though everyone is going AFK. Nobody's really doing anything. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the format. To see what kind of tournament we're dealing with here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Hi. Let's see. It's gonna be an all kill, 2 plats, 2 diamonds, and 1 master. So we have 5. It's 5 players. It's not a best of 5, I don't think. Otherwise, I think it would have been like long over by now. So we do already have 3 ones under, but I think Spartan can definitely take the all kill on the opposing team. He's looking to really start to bring it. However, there is another diamond player set on up, and it could really I don't know where I'm going with this. Best caster, NA. Spartan has really been looking on fire since I have a nice understanding of the core of the game, and I really do appreciate his ability to really harass efficiently and, you know, understand his units. He does play kind of an outdated-ish, maybe not refined style, but it's really proven to be really well in the lower leagues. I would think anybody in the opposing camp would be nervous to go ahead and go against him. Nightbot, help us keep producing great content. Oh yeah, it's just I made a message. I'll read it anyway because I'm a whore. Help us keep producing great content and events by donating. 100% of donation proceeds go to supporting team events, tournaments, and leagues. Donate using bits or the donations button below the stream. Oh, we love donations. It helps us fund amazing best of 9s as you see every Monday. In fact, Beastie, QT, and Pig are actually going to be facing off because of the amount of support we've received from the community. So if you want to keep on watching amazing best of 9s like that, if you want to keep seeing those amazing tournaments, folks, please be sure the smallest donation helps us in the biggest ways. Like 1 bit and I'll be like, ah, he gave us a bit. Seriously. The smallest little bit literally helps. And speak of the devil, looks like I am a genius. Oh, advertising people should hire me. Insane Guy cheered 180 bits. Thank you so much, Insane Guy, for supporting your local esports scene. I'm not really sure what shape that is. It looks a little bit weird. I would call it a Tetra Obsidian Arrowhead on, in honor of Insane for the win. I was going to, but I donated my 400 today. Well, you know what? No, you did. Well, you did, but did you donate your 800 for today? I'm joking, folks. Really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and see if we are ready to, ready to jump to the next map. And no, it looks like everyone is. Okay, so hang on. Let me go ahead and read this for a sec. So we're trying to get our diamond over here. Alright, it looks as though the opposing team, INGT, is having trouble finding their other 2 players and have proposed to us, and we said yes. No, they proposed that they send up a couple of Masters players in lieu. And it looks as though we are indeed accommodating for that, so Spartan may have to go ahead and face against a couple of Masters players. The deck is indeed starting to become a little bit stacked against them as time goes on. If this is a graph of time, and this is, okay, if the y-axis represents stackedness, and the x-axis represents time, and we're following Spartan, it's just kind of, it's getting not good. It's getting not good for Finn Spartan. Yeah, he got the win off of the Diamonds and Platinum players pretty convincingly, but a Masters player is a whole different breed of bull, folks. Give me something to do while watching Twitch. It's addictive. I keep checking to do it. What is he talking about? Hang on. If we get everyone in, we will be able to get some big money tournaments and events going. Yeah, you know what? Here, that's an interesting point about hive mentality. So basically in the chat they were talking about how if everyone donate like a little bit, we could have like, you know, huge big tournament kinds of deals, which would be true. And really, it got me thinking, like, you know, a lot of really damn amazing things are possible if people were just Zergs in real life, right? Like if they were just an overmind that could make decisions for everyone. Like imagine the power you could do like with stuff like that, right? Like having everybody decide to do one thing or another is much more powerful than people may give credit for. For example, if let's say Burger King started mixing rats in their burgers because it's cheaper, right? Like, you know what, no, you may not want it, you may not, this is a shitty example, you may not want to eat it, but unless everybody stops, then Burger King will keep on selling it. So if you implement a swarm mentality, what you can do is make huge changes to like anything you want. Like, okay, we will not buy from this business unless they follow these procedures. Like, oh, you're a scummy business. We are not going to buy from you unless you do this, which I guess is a boycott, but not everybody does it. Kind of a bit of a tangent here, but there really are some amazing things you can do with swarm mentalities. Like, a lot of things could be for the change. Good for change. So basically, the pull away from that is the real world should be like StarCraft, and everyone would have like better environment or something like that. I don't know. Ramble, schmamble. Give me money. No. Just joke, Biggs. Just jokes.
Our favorite Flirtos player, it is
Mr. 789. Alright, let's go ahead and see if our players are indeed ready. Psionic Aftermath Passion says, I am half Zerg. Quiverblood saying, admitting the swarm is Master Race. PogChamps a different sex. Quiverblood. I don't like Zerg players. You know, if you look at actually the GM ladder contender, I actually should... Does it show up on stream pretty well? Yeah, fairly well. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. So if you go to GM contender, no, click on myself. So go to ladders, go to Grandmaster, go to contender. There's actually a lot of Zerg players in contender right now. There's a decent amount of them in contender, as you can see. If I were to guess the majority of them, I would say the main color I see is purple. And I think the main reason for that, I'm not gonna say imba, blah blah blah, wine, stuff like that. I'm thinking the main thing for that is Hydrolink Vein attacks are really powerful versus Protoss at the moment. Of course, there's some powerful Zerg players out there, and that's probably like 99% of it. But that 1%, man, Hydrolink Vein timing's really brutal to deal with. That's Protoss. Whew. All right. Not to say that's imbalanced. I'm just saying it's really hard to defend. Psionic Aftermath says, what are we waiting for here? And yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. It turns out the players had a little bit of a problem trying to, the team rather, had a little bit of a problem trying to find the next players, so they asked if they could substitute in the Masters, and we said yes because we were feeling sorry for the poor bastards. And now Spartan's gonna own the Master, or at least we hope so. give him your best cheers, folks. Now give him your best cheers, as it is up to Spartan to go ahead and put us up 4-0, which would be amazing, folks. Completely amazing. So much coughing. Jeez, sweet spouter, man. Whew. Whew. Good. Actually, no, not a Masters player. It's actually just going to be a good old-fashioned Diamonds player. So, over the lips and through the gums. Watch out, dark side. Here's Spartan comes as we're loading on into Sequencer, the map of choice. I'm okay. Looks like we're going to have a good old-fashioned Protoss versus Terran Green versus Red. Good versus evil. Skillful and balanced versus, well... I'm not gonna get into it, folks, but you can draw what assumptions you may. Let's get ready as we jump into game number 4, folks. Here we go. I wish I had some chocolate right now. That'd be so great. Give me some. No, that's fine. I don't need chocolate, whatever. Oh, Sequencer. Oh, Sequencer PVT. You know what? I don't think I've ever played a PvP on Sequencer in the newest map pool. I don't think Protoss is like Sequencer, is, I guess, the takeaway from that. But, speaking of Protoss, is spawning in the top right-hand position of Sequencer, representing our Reds Terran player. Folks, please, give it up for Darkside. Playing for Insight Gaming. Look at that mustache. No, I bet it tickles when he kisses me. And in the bottom left-hand corner is spawning as the green Protoss player. He is representing Psionic Aftermath. Give a warm welcome to the man on fire, the man of 300 compacted into one Protoss. It is Spartan. That was the best I could do given the time and circumstances. And old habits do indeed die hard, so we're gonna go ahead and take that away. Spartan gonna go ahead, and he wants no malarkey this game, folks. Going for the same double gas opener he did last match. Again, with the premature probe, it's okay, it happens to the best of us. I'm gonna go ahead and saturate 3 on that immediately. Almost 100% this points to Mama Ship Core Rush. One of the main things I don't like about it on this map is that it is huge. Look at it, it's like a chessboard. Oh my god, it's like, oh, gee, like how do you get, it's, I don't even know if holding the Zelnaga watchtower allows me to, like, see, like, watches the army, like, I don't even know if holding the watchtower makes it so that you can see an opposing army walking by. It's just such a confusing ass map. Meanwhile, Darkseid does indeed scout that it is double gas shenanigans, so our friend Spartan should be playing a little bit more passively, should be throwing down, not that. Yeah, not that. Should be throwing down his CC in his main base, and really should be getting that, that factory up here up and running pretty soon. Otherwise, he may be running into some very big problems. Pylon over here has finished on up, and Spartan, no! Spartan, no! Spartan! Spartan! Oh no. No. Bad juju. Bad juju! No, Spartan! Oh. GG! I know, I'm just joking, folks. But yeah, this is really bad. So this pylon obviously is not meant to power the quasar directly behind it. No. Wow, that was weird. Not meant to power the quasar directly behind it. It was meant to house the Stargate. Unfortunately, it's gonna have to be thrown down back at home, and now Spartan forced to just go ahead and expand. And ooh, someone has embraced the dark side, as there's a factory not where it belongs, folks. Or some may argue exactly where it belongs. Warpgate has actually been super delayed by our friend Spartan. Oh no, I don't think he realized he forgot it. You can't hold on against proxy shenanigans versus with just a no Warpgate. Oh, this is turning out to be very not good for our friend Spartan. SV is gonna go ahead and get the scout on the Stargate too. This game is very much not going our friend Spartan's way. And it looks as though we're gonna go ahead and switch this around. There we go. And it looks as though Spartan may be in for a bit of bother as Widowmines. Oh, Widowmines. Okay, fine. Widowmines are starting to make their way over. What? Hang on, let's see what he does. Okay, so he's just gonna go ahead and scout out the main base with this Mama Ship Core. He should realize fairly soon that this is not a normal Terran base at the 3-minute and 40-second mark. This, if your Terran base looks like this, please contact your doctor immediately. If the Terran base looks like this for more than 4 hours, I mean, geez, sweet sparrow, this is not a good sign for our friend Spartan. Meanwhile, the first proxy Widowmine has popped on out. Kinda gotta hurry up with your scuttling, Darkseid. Kinda defeats the purpose of a proxy Widowmine rush if you don't go ahead and actually proxy the Widowmine and rush it in. Is it gonna go ahead and get the burrow on down? Oh no, you can't close the bar. Oh no. Oh. Okay, so that's a little bit better, I guess. Did not realize that. Oh, what? Okay, so I went Stargate directly into a robo. I guess it's very safe conservative play for my friend Spartan. Finds himself up 9 workers and a base already. And actually forced to burrow his Widowmine in order. No. In order to not lose it to the added. But now look at this. Oh, don't look over there. Look at this. Now there's enough for our friend Spartan. He can go and start taking out these observers because he has an observer. If you consider observers are Widowmines the first time around. Now, okay. Or he gave you a second Oracle. You gotta be really careful, alright? No losing this one. Now, Darkseid has gone ahead and finally started his CC at the 4-minute 59-second mark. And for any of you guys who play Terran, you should probably know that that's not a standard timing for any natural base. Oh, no, you can't outrage. Alright, well that's fine. 22 to 31 total workers, still a nice advantage for our friend Spartan. Spartan really needs to, yeah, he realizes it. He did forget Warp Gate, so definitely a big blunder from our friend Darkseid. And still not taking out this Widowmine. Should be able to get it out just now. Meanwhile, there is a medevac full of Marines and a couple of Marauders actually, yeah, moving across the maps. And does our friend Darkseid have enough to break Spartan? I definitely don't think he does. Is there stim? No. There's stim! Holy shit, at the 5-minute mark! Oh my god, Darkseid, that's so cool. Okay, Darkseid with the 5-minute 40-second stim timing. I guess that's not too unusual. You generally see this if you're playing Zerg. But versus Protoss, actually I'm not sure if that's the standard stim finishing time. Huh. Okay, pro tip of the day. I don't know any of my Terran timing attacks. Oh no. I should probably get into that fairly soon. Here's the thing, I've been really to go off on a quick tangent here while this Burb dies a horrible exploding death. And actually, never mind, no tangents. Yep. He does get to go ahead and shave on away. Oracle is playing defensively, blah 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 blah. Now, here's the thing, I don't really know much timings attacks, really. Like, the only timings I know are like, oh, 2 medevacs with them against Zerg at the 5-minute mark. Ho, 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 ho. Like, that's really all the timings I know, really. And you know, it's good enough to get me into like messaging and stuff, but I don't think that knowing timings are super necessary, especially if you just have a different mentality about the game. If you just know like, oh, need to get my defensive units out as soon as I can. Oh, I need to play defensively, blah blah blah. Then you can definitely at least kind of mimic it a little bit, and you can kind of hold off. But I definitely think that you should start to learn a little bit of your timings better sooner than later, in my opinion. Which, you know, I'm starting to learn a couple of timings here and there, but they're just a little bit not savory for me. I don't really like the way they play out, but I guess they're definitely very important. It lets you know like what is happening when, which I guess is good. Really unique, but wow, haven't really seen that in a while. Okay, so this Liberator is gonna go ahead and shut down anything that tries to warp in from this pylon. Really pretty play from our friend Spartan. Unfortunately, as you can tell, this Liberator currently is killing nothing when it could be killing something. Well, let's talk about why Sequencer is shit for PvT. Well, reason number one is this. You have to take your third over here, otherwise you kind of have like half of a third base, and that's just not, that's just not good, and you really just need that income. Oh, no! I told you no, didn't I? I said no! God, what's going on? No! Oh, whoa, is that immortal? 5 SCVs killed, but at what cost, folks? At what cost? An immortal and a war prism going down, and a couple of adepts, but who cares if they die? An immortal and a war prism going down for 5 SCVs. I think that's a pretty happy trade if you are Darkside. Phoenixes are coming on out to help defend, because Sequencer is definitely a very drop-prone map. I mean, multi-prong prone map at the very least. Look at this. You can attack from over here, over here, over here. You can drop over here and come in here. You can go in the main base. It's just such an annoying map to deal with as a Protoss player if you face a Terran that really knows what they're doing. Fortunately, Darkseid hasn't gone for too many drops, partly due to these Phoenixes preventing a lot of the aggression from the opposing Terran menace. Now, I'm not sure what the end composition for our friend Spartan is going to be. You can't really just stick on gateway units on a couple of Phoenixes. The exception being Adept Phoenix, of course, but, you know, this isn't Adept Phoenix. He doesn't have any upgrades at all. Like, none at all except for Warp Gate, so no +1, no glaives. Meanwhile, the Terran is actually out-upgrading him, +1/+1 to the just nothing on the ground. So this bio is going to absolutely, in my opinion, just shred what Spartan has. I'm not sure how he's supposed to hold it. He's definitely had a economy advantage, but he just hasn't been making the greatest army for such a long time. And I think it's going to take a very, very strong miracle for our friend Spartan to hold this upcoming attack. Now, Darkseid could walk straight into this Stasis Ward, which would be step 1 in defending this pressure. If the Reaper triggers it, no, Reaper will not indeed trigger the Stasis Ward. Let's take a look. Darkseid's vision doesn't know that this is there, so that's fair enough. And there we go. The siege has begun. The deed is becoming done. Oh, yeah, just go. Yep, perfect. And huge stasis. We're going down on the whole army. And now our friend Spartan Mayberry will have enough to break this push. Oh, Spartan, what a beautiful move from him. Picking up all of the units as they try to run away. And the Phoenix is really worth their weight in gold. The Zealots getting right on top of the bio. Even with all this drop, it's a little bit of a fair fight, but not really. Darkseid forced to run away, and look at this. This bio could have done a mass counterattack in this main base, but didn't go ahead and work out that way. And now, Darkseid is just going to go ahead and chase an army that can just 3, 2, 1, get the shit out of Dodge. No, get the... Whoa, no! Oh, I mean, I guess, yes. He has a lot of Phoenixes, to be fair, folks. But I don't think it's going to... I think it is enough, actually. Holy hot hell in a half, folks. Spartan, 50 to 22 total army supply, 52 to 30 workers, folks. I think we may be seeing a very, very, very quick 4-0 lead. Spartan absolutely murdering the face of Darkseid. Jesus, this is almost dirty to watch, man. I don't think I can watch this. Look at that. The Marines are getting cut out. It would look so good for Darkseid. That push was so scary. But one bad stasis ward later, one good engagement, and it's all gone. All of it is gone for Spartan. Now he has a handful of Marines, a sprinkle of Marauders, a sprig of Liberators and a solitary siege tank and medevac to hold this. I mean, look at this. This army just definitely kills this army. Especially without a wall in. I mean, how is Darkseid supposed to hold this? And look at this. Now behind this, it's not even an all-in. Double cost of production has begun. And now look at this. Gonna go and start picking up the tanks, picking up the marauders, because they moo, and they're cows, because that's all I could think of. What? GG is called. And folks, Spartan takes a very, very, very janky game number 4 victory. Now I'm thinking of a Marauder like and a cow mixed together and Marauder. Oh god. Anyways, that's not the point. Did you guys see that? Like anybody watching there would have said, "Hey, Spartan, you a dead mother ducking piece of space cow." And I'll tell you why you're a dead mother ducking piece of space cow. I'm glad you asked. Well, your army was just nothing in comparison to that. He had like about 4 stalkers and like 3 adepts and like 2 sentries and like 4 or 5-ish phoenix, and like there was like a tank push coming, and there were marauders and like everything. Dude, that stasis word, man. That stasis word completely. I'm free to say. I think it's safe for me to say that stasis word is what won Spartan that game. Not the huge worker advantage. He would have died 100%. He had this inferior army. It's the stasis word, folks, and I think that is just beautiful implementation of the Oracle. Really special play coming out from this kid Spartan. He's just like tearing up that ladder, I'm guessing. Like absolutely amazing. Sax Critical with the debated Pogs champ. Oh, that is really the only way to express what happened besides, you know, which I guess is one way you could do it. Man, that was amazing, folks. Amazing. Okay. Alright. That was good. That was good. I'm so sore. So I'm just kind of massaging myself. Spartan is indeed a savage. Dude, if he brings it 5-0, that can just be the most incredible stuff. I don't think I've ever seen a clean all-kill sweep with... Yeah, clean, so no loses, all kill, kills everyone, sweep in succession. I mean, that would just be incredible if Spartan could pull it off. No pressure to Spartan, but man, let's take a look at this kid's profile. Like, okay, I say kids, he's probably like 20 years older than me and has a family. Okay, I meant like he has his own family, like wife and I. I don't mean that I have no family, too. Ooh, that turns out really quickly. Match history, please. Look at this. So much green, because all he sees is the money. That's Sonic Aftermath Academy, folks. Really working wonders, no? God, man, I tell you. Man, if this guy gets a clean sweep, I'm donating 100 bits. 100 million, thousand, quadrillion bits. If I knew how to donate bits. Oh well. I'll figure it out later. Yeah, he's definitely not gonna be platinum for long. I would say that guy's easily Diamond 3. Easily Diamond 3. Maybe Diamond 2. Yeah, maybe Diamond 2, but very easily Diamond 3. And now there's a Masters player. Oh boy, let's take a look. Like Masters 3 maybe? Yeah, okay, so it is a Masters 3 player. If we take a look at the ladders. No, match history. We saw Spartan's match history. What? I guess, okay, these don't count probably. Those probably don't count. Let's just, what are all these losses? I don't get it. Oh, they're just like arcades and customs. I get it, okay. So I guess this is gonna be the final boss of Sorts Reference Spartan. Can he bring it home 5-0, folks? Please, chat. Go insane. He needs your help, boys, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, psionic cats, I don't care. He needs your support. And I need a hero, folks. Let's jump on into game number 5. As we have a good old-fashioned PvD on Proxima Station to decide whether or not Sonic Aftermath gets the clean sweep. Now, folks, spawning in the bottom left-hand position of Proxima Station, representing our green Protoss player. Please give a warm welcome to top right hand corner. It is Spartan. we tried. And his opponent spawning in the bottom left hand position of Proxima Station. The last remaining hope for INGT. representing our Terran player. Give it up for Blues. The final match, folks. Or what potentially is the final match. Let's see what our friend Spartan... Oh, Spartan. You certainly know how to play a man's fiddle. If I were to guess, I would say this is to make the gateway super close to the Terran base, but I don't know what's going on here, honestly, folks. Is he gonna wall off? And he's gonna... What? Oh, Spartan, you magnificent bat bastard. Let's see what you're up to. He's gonna go ahead and scout out the Terran player fairly quickly. That's a scout after the pylon. Make sure he doesn't want to lose to any shenaniganry. He wants to make sure he knows exactly what is what. Should be able to harass that pro building the barracks. A little bit of a misclick over there. Quick pro tip of the day. If you do want your probe to harass that SCV indefinitely, you have to shift, click, attack it. I know it sounds weird, but that's just how the StarCraft engine do. It is going to go ahead and be a barracks into gas for our friend Blues, which is almost certainly going to lead into a Reaper expand. Blues should just now be scouting out this gateway on the low ground, and I think Spartan. Oh no. Wait, how is he saturated? Oh. I think he thinks that he's facing a Zerg player. Like he scouts out the Terran player, just like, oh wait! Those aren't bugs! Oh my god, it's guns. Holy shit, Nickel. And yeah, probably not the best there for our friend Spartan, but Spartan making the most of it. Actually, what this could be for, he could just completely wall off, which I guess would be an interesting way to go about it. I guess, yeah, he won't let the Reaper into the main base, but there are other ways to do that, you know, just get your pylon, like, right over here so you can overcharge it. If the Reaper tries to jump on in, this is kind of weird, honestly, if we're being completely honest. This Reaper is 100% sure that there's a proxy pylon, however, I'm 100% sure that there is not. Thus is the life between Yin and Yang, Reaper and Caster. I mean, like, if you're Blues, it makes complete sense, right? You're in Masses 4, you'd get pylon rushed out the wazoo. And opening up with triple gases, or double gases, 3 workers on each, that's almost a 100% tell of a pylon overcharge rush. But I guess not this time. Spartan, I guess he knows what he's doing. I say it like a dick, don't I? I guess he knows what he's doing. I mean, yeah, I guess he knows what he's doing. But yeah, Spartan, I guess, yeah, that's me. Alex of those Draper's gonna go ahead and find out that some very, very, very special tactics have been employed against him. Gonna go and try to make his way into the natural... Can't even make his way up into the 3rd base, unfortunately. I mean, he checked a grenade at a zealot and then called it quits. And he's gonna go ahead and start patrolling over here for the Reaper jump up as well. He really does not like Reapers, folks. Unfortunately, though... Oh! Is this a tight wall off? I don't think it is. No, you gotta be right here to prevent the wall off. I think the Reaper can kind of get through that. Anyways, double gets here are up and running for our friend Spartan. The worst scan in the history of scans, maybe ever, it just went down into the main base. He sees a nexus, a simulators, and a pylon, and that is it. No tech yet from our friend Spartan. He has 400 gas, not really sure what he wants to use it for. And our friend Blues, I hate to say it, but he looks like he's coming out with the more refined build order job. Gonna be a Destiny Cloudfist strike build. Going for that Widow Mine drop as soon as the medevac goes ahead and finishes medevacing on in. I mean Protoss Sky units, air units rather, warp in, so I guess Terran units like star in. I don't know, something stupid like that. Anyways, the Widow Mine drop with Marine support has started to make its way over across the map. Finally, the tech has begun from our friend Spartan, but it's definitely not looking very strong for him at this moment. Definitely a very undefined build, I would say, coming out from our friend Spartan as well. He has a decent amount of workers, I would say. A decent amount of gas, so he's definitely not mining as much as he should be versus the Terran player. No robo just yet and nothing out of the Twilight, and I actually have a lot of fear. Oh, actually, the medevac actually came on home to defend against the triple adept pressure. The thing about triple adept pressure, folks, is that single depot defense is actually a counter against it. Just like pick up your monocle. Well, yes, I heard that triple adept pressure is good, but the single depot defense, I think that'll be more than sufficient, Manchester. Or something stupid like that. Graves are on the way now for our friend Spartan, and a Forge and a Stargate coming out as well. Little bit jank, but hey, who am I to judge his journey? I don't know. Who am I to say where the wind blows, where the water flows? The Reaper just being a little bit of an annoying little possum-wasm. These probes don't really have much of a way to go. I guess I just wanted to take a look at that Zealot Gluteus. Like, I know, right? Even I couldn't believe it. Meanwhile, your shit is dying! Widowman's gonna go ahead and not... Oh, would have been cooler if he unloaded his whole army, I swear. Alright, Widowman gonna go ahead and start to burrow on out. Gonna go ahead and attack one very damaged probe. I mean, that's like a wolf, like, chasing after, like, a herd of, like, deer. And, like, it gets, like, this sickly, skinny, like, old wolf that already ate part of itself, so there's, like, not much for the wolf to eat. And, like, Spartan must be like, ah, that sucks. And actually, pardon the hell out of me, he does have a robo. Who? Okay, so I guess he did defend that pretty well. He had the robo. Unfortunately, he did not have the constant probe production. Only 2 workers killed, but he's still down 7 workers, which really, honestly, never happened versus a Terran player if you're going even, or at least sort of even. So, our friend Spartan definitely showing some flaws in his play, you know, the beast bleeds. He's showing that his macro is not indeed, or macro rather, is not indeed as immaculate as we would like. Glaives has finished on up. Gonna have to see if he wants to do any pressure on the other side of the map. Doesn't look like it at the moment. I mean, 7 gate or 11, how many, let me see, 11 adepts all in right about now would have been pretty damn amazing, but no such luck from our friend Spartan. As a matter of fact, still just being a little bit annoying. Oh, the god, these warping so slowly. So painful. Oh, this hurt. Come on. Ugh. And looks as though finally, yes, the Tark's not going to finish warping on in. Still more workers not mining. I'm kind of concerned for our friend Spartan, man. The combat shields to the glaive, so not really too many upgrades coming out for... He doesn't have warp gate. Wait, what? Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I thought this was Protoss upgrades, and I was like, what? He only has... The Protoss only has combat shields. What the hell is this? No, he does have warp gate and glaives. Terran only has... combat shields. Tim is going to go ahead and finish up here in a little bit. However, we do see a little quick PP. Magic going to partisan question mark. Sorry, go. Okay, I guess a small hotkey issue. Probably nothing huge. Sorry, go. 3, 2, 1. I guess he wants me to do it. Go. I need to make sure Spartan is right. Go, Spartan. Is he ready to go? Is he good? Marauder hotkey wasn't there for some reason. I'm foiled again. Alright, come on, Spartan. Spartan ready? I'm pretty sure this is sending to the whole people. No refs, lol. Oh, no, right.
Game resumed.
Oh, sorry. I'm used to there being a referee. I like being a referee. It makes me feel important and like a man. And like I have like hair on my chest and like people to boss around. Oh my god, that's what I get for being sinful. Oh, 5 workers going down for Finn Spartan. Now 60 to 106 total supply. Folks, I think Blues may very well be showing why he is in Masters League and Spartan is in Platinum. Look at this macro. It's getting out of control for our friend Blues. 50 to 40 total workers and a superior army as well. 48 to 32. Oh, I'm thinking a sneaky proxy command center for our friend Blues. A little bit unnecessary. He can just kind of make it right there, and that will be the end of that. In fact, I think this is just more of a liability than anything. Like, it's not going to give you a huge advantage. Meanwhile, speaking of things that do give you a huge advantage, the Widowman has been cleaned on up. The Robotics Bay has finished on up as well, so Spartan should be seeing Colossi, yeah, there we go. Colossi has started production now, as well as Thermal Lance. He does have the gas and minerals for it, just needs to remember to research it. Not a problem. He's only double pumping workers, unfortunately, so yeah, there we go. Finally triple pumping those workers, but look at this. This place is already fine and saturated with mules, nonetheless, and Spartan is just barely beginning to get his macro in gear. First Colossus is going to pop at around the 9-ish minute mark. Just not what you want to be doing. Ew. That wasn't supposed to happen. And Spartan's going to go ahead and run away. He does bait the stim from the Marines, but I don't really think it's baiting if it's good. Yeah, it was good. Alright. Blues, meanwhile, he's going to go ahead and load up some drops, trying to out multi-prong our friend Spartan. Spartan, what does he have? Where is his mothership core? Yeah, that is a good question. Where is his mothership core? It is right. Not where it needs to be. Okay, good to know. Observers finally getting the map presence out and known. So Spartan actually has definitely at least seen all of these drops coming on. Oh, no way. No way.
Finished.
Okay, didn't. Okay, actually, yes, no way. Thank you for that announcer pack. That sounds pretty cool. And 2 medevacs full of love dropping in the main base of Spartan. Unfortunately, the army's gonna go ahead and come in to respond. However, this is the old Terran trick of Uno and Dos as he's cleaning up this medevac over here. Another drop is gonna go ahead and start, well, kind of gonna hit the natural base at the moment. Only Marines in here, so the Colossi could do a little bit against it. Is Blink ready and done? No, in fact, it hasn't even begun production, so these drops are just gonna get out of control in a very little bit of a while now. Phoenix wishing it were a real Phoenix and then dies because it's not. Isn't that the story of all of us, folks? Now Vikings have finally begun production as well as the second starport, so although Blues didn't really have an answer to the Colossi beforehand, he is now getting their answer to the Colossi, and now Spartan is actually moving out at a pretty damn inopportune timing as Blues has 3 medevacs on the opposite side of the map ready to smack down Spartan. There we go. This medevac, ooh, if only it had been killed. Unfortunately, Spartan has done no such thing. They missed rally, I think. I don't know. Oh no, he's just putting his probes as a medevac unloads into the main base or natural base of our friend Spartan. Actually going for the recall. I think that might have been a mistake. I mean, maybe. I think he had one chance to win the game there in pushing Spartan's army while it was still not scary, but unfortunately that's not looking to be the case. Looks as though Boost is going to go ahead and try and go for the main nexus. Highly doubt that is going to be... Oh, no. Oh, no. The probes are everywhere but where they need to be. Look at the income for Spartan, just plummeting. And now, folks, even with 2 Colossi, even with not many Vikings in the air, I think our friend Boosk is just gonna outright kill Spartan. What does Spartan have at this moment? He has Colossi. No, 2 Colossus, a couple of Stalkers. Well, okay, no, we'll say a ladle full of Stalkers, like 2 Adepts and a Sentry and an Immortal to anchor. I just don't think this beats this. If you catch my drift, 111 army supply or 111 supply to 191, folks. It doesn't take a genius.
Auxiliary mining units activated.
Oh, I think that means something good happened to the stream, right? Oh my God! 20. But we're gonna. Oh, Dante. What? Dante 2020 donating $23.23. I think the largest donation ever to occur in Psionic Aftermath. Dude, thank you so much. Wow. That is absolutely incredible, folks. Thank you so much for that donation. Guys, if you haven't given this guy love in chat before, you need to give him some love right now. With the only word he's speaking saying passion. And passion he did indeed express. However, death is going to go ahead and occur in lieu of the recent donation. We're going to go ahead and talk about that after the game because that was just such an incredible... Wow. I'm still reeling just a bit. Like, that alone is going to fund a best in 9 between Pig and some other guy. Like, no joke. You seriously did us a huge favor there, bro. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. You present your Johnson, I shall do amazing things to it, mainly involving my elbow crease. Now, aside from... Okay, getting back to the game, folks. I'm still reeling a little bit. Blues is in a very winning position. He has Ghost, Liberators, Vikings, and a hell of a lot of not angry or not happy bio. There are 3 Colossi that went fairly untouched, but I think it's just too much. Spartan plummets in supply. The proud Colossi have fallen to their knees. GG is called, and Spartan unfortunately has to concede this game to Blues. Dude, Daunted 232. Let me go. This is that will be huge in helping us. Like, seriously, no kidding. Like, you did us like one of the biggest solids you could have ever done, like anybody. Like, that was amazing. I don't... Like, you may as well just, like, donated a gold bar to my drunk and, like, kissed me on the mouth, right? I'm so happy. That's so incredible, bro. I'm really glad you enjoyed the stream enough to go ahead and donate. And really, it does mean a lot that you are supporting your local community StarCraft scene. It means so much to us. Thank you so much. If you have any special requests, I'll be happy to fulfill it. I don't want to get into like a bribery kind of thing, but seriously, bro, that helped us so much. So much. Like, you can tell me to like I can do push-ups if you want. I can bounce on my bed. Ooh, I can bounce on my bed. Scandalous. What will the parents think? No, I'm joking around. Yeah, PogChamp, definitely lots. Okay, at Daunted. We're gonna give him not 1 heart, not 2 hearts. No, we're gonna give him 2 hearts, because that's less than 3 hearts. Thank you so much, Daunted. What does the rest of chat think? Nah. Dude, they're trying to suck your penis, but the Twitch is blocking them because there's so many messages. You think Twitch thinks they're getting DDoS? I'm like, oh no, we have to stop this. Stop the chat. There's too many messages. It's an attack. Oh man, it's amazing. GG, well played, Spartan. Yeah, definitely, indeed. Just one more win, and we should be good to go. Daunted saying that many observers makes you vision so good you start seeing the future. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. That was a lot. I like 5 observers on the map as well as the mothership core. That's an insane amount of vision. Like I'm pretty sure like every optometrist in like a 2-kilometer radius just like collectively just went, oh. Like they all just knew. They started calling each other like, did you see the observer? What did I see the observer? Of course I saw the observers. Like they start calling each other like, ah. Amazing. That was a lot of map vision. Unfortunately, all the map vision in the world couldn't stop the macro beast that was indeed to lose. Looks like the next challenger is going to go ahead and be Axis. Should be seeing a good old-fashioned TBT or maybe a TVZ, depending on the profile picture. Then again, Blue's profile picture is Protoss and he plays Terran, so, you know, that's one win for Protoss, I suppose. Protoss Master Race. Ah, goodness. And yes, it is in fact going to be a TVZ on Ascension to Wire. I'm a little bit concerned for our friend Axis, but I definitely think that he's able to put up a good fight. Our boys over on Psionic Aftermath are definitely one of the stronger boys out there. And let's go ahead and stop talking about little boys and switch to the in-game scene, folks, as Psionic Aftermath is still on match point. Blues has to win every single match from here on out. Folks, it is going to be impossible, but it is going to be impossibly fun to watch as well. Now spawning in the bottom right hand position of Ascension to Wire. He is representing our Blue Zerg player. Folks, give a warm esports welcome to Axis. And the camera is gone straight to hell. One sec. Perfect. Alright. And in the top left hand position, the contender. Spawning as the red Terran player, folks. He got to win every single game from this point forward. Give it up for the man with a lot of spaghetti on his plate. The Meatball Man. The dude with the attitude. The X-Man group where X equals Blues. Possibly one of the longest and clunkiest openings I've ever delivered. Still reeling a little bit after that amazing donation. Can't get that out of my head. What song went like that? Like, can't get you out of my head. Something like that. I don't know. I don't really listen to a lot of music. I listen to... What kind of music do you guys listen to? I'm more of like a classical music guy. And the main reason I do that is to act superior to everyone else. I'm not gonna lie. That's exactly what 100% of people who listen to classical music are doing. Like, they're just waiting for someone to go ahead and ask them, like, hey, what are you listening to? And they just like pull up the earphone and go like, oh, well, I'm not into any of that pop stuff or anything. Yeah, I listen to more of the classics. This one is OP7 Hungarian Dance Number 5 by Richard Lufus von Bacondick. Like something like that, right? They want to sound smart and cultured, but yeah. And like you really, like I really don't like those people. Like, you know, just listen to what music you like. All music is good, blah blah blah. People have their preferences. And yeah, mine just happens to be classical music. And let's see what our friend Blues is indeed doing. Well, classical music and StarCraft music. StarCraft music is the one exception to that rule. Let's go ahead and see. It is going to be a 2-1-1 build coming out from our friend Blues. Pretty standard stuff. Can't really play around it if you don't scout it, however. And when I say that, I mean Axis doesn't necessarily... Without scouting this is going on, he can't really properly prepare for what's to come, right? Because there's so many things that Terra can do. He can go Hellions into Banshee. He can go 2-1-1. He can go for a Siege Tank push. albeit it's a little bit unpopular. Already, hold that thought. Actually, Drone's actually gonna go ahead and get massacred by this Reaper already. 2 of them going down, and can he get a third? I think so. A third Reaper going down, or third Drone going down. He wishes there was a third Reaper going down, and oh, the Neeb Reaper living with 5 health, 1 shot away from being killed by these Zerglings. Already an excellent start from our friend Blues. Let's go ahead and do this so I don't get yelled at. Reaper gonna go ahead and do some drugs to gain more life, which honestly, folks, yeah, that doesn't work in real life. Believe me, I have tried. All the way back up to 60 health, ready to Ragnar rock and roll. Meanwhile, Metabolic Boost has finished on up. These Lings get their wings. God, you know what? Red Bull should sponsor just Zerglings. Not even like Zergling companies, just like Zerglings in general. And then like 10 seconds before they get back speed, just like say Red Bull. And then I can see like a bunch of speedings started surround an army. It gives you wings. And then it's like GG in the back, and then Artursus has like an orgasm or something. Like there are so many possibilities, Red Bull. Come on. You can't deny it at all. You can't deny it any longer. Meanwhile, aside from Tastosgasms, there is indeed a medevac switcherino on the way. Going over to that reactor is that starport. Should be seeing those 2 medevacs begin production any second now as a result. Stim is around a third of the way complete. Bunker at the front, a little bit of interesting play we see here. Generally like to see this bunker a little bit more forward in order to help the walling off effort. But probably not going to be the biggest impact if Blues were to go for, ooh, all sorts of good stuff happening in the stream. Thank you for following Daunted232, man, I tell you, you are on a roll. First the Damnation and then the follow mixes feel all special and giddy inside. Hope we can continue to bring you some specially good ass content. Now, Blues hasn't exactly timed this out as perfectly as he may have liked it. Let's take a look at his total Marine count. He has 12 at the moment. Really, he needed the second medevac out. He should have exactly 16 as soon as this pops out, so timing not working out superbly for our friend Blues. Still gonna have a decent amount of Marines to stim and win with, so probably not gonna be the biggest of dealios. Axis, meanwhile, has failed to go up to 3 bases in a surprising turn of advance. It is the 5-minute mark, and I'm a little bit concerned for him. There we go, finally gonna go ahead and take his third, but it feels a little bit late, folks. Actually, hang on, let me just go ahead. I'm putting my hand in the game. And yeah, it definitely feels a little nippy and a little bit late for that third base. 42 to 36 total workers. I think we're seeing the same problem as last game. Axis falling behind, Axis falling behind the macro of the Terran player. And now, where does he have to meet this army? He has a couple of paintings morphing on in. And when I say a couple, I mean 15. So, not a couple. I'm gonna go and say a quart of Banelings finished morphing on in. Should be able to contest these Marines fairly well. However, already losing a couple of queens. That's a very painful loss indeed. Blues is gonna go ahead and try and catch the best that he can, but there's just a little bit too many Banelings. Actually, yeah, there is too many Banelings. No, not even like too many for him to protect, just too many in general, because what our friend Blues can do is that a really good pre-split would absolutely destroy this army, unfortunately for him. So, gonna have to be really careful, Axis, about how he engages this army. And Blues, if he can recognize that it's all Bane and no bite, I like that. And that is indeed the most cleverest thing I have said all casting time. So might as well leave now. Didn't get any better than that. Yeah, he should have done the good pre-split thing. Now he's not gonna. Now everything dead. Yep. Best caster Rene. Alright, Blues is gonna go ahead and pick on off and boost away. Gonna go and land over here. Still not done with his harassment. Nonetheless, there's still some Bandits and Lings out on the field for our friend Blues. But already, or Axis rather, 60 to 96 total workers. Axis now floating a lot of minerals. How has his incheck been? A lot of energy on that queen. Definitely not looking too great. Already floating 1,000 minerals. Definitely not what you want to be seeing at the 6-minute and 55-second mark. And already another drop. Double medevac actually in the main base. And oh, get ready for the fireworks. Blackers. Some of the Marines die, but some of the drones do as well. 13 workers going down in the offensive move from our friend Axis. Meanwhile, oh, the third is getting hit as well, being pulled this way, and that is our friend Axis. He's going to clean up in the main, but what of the third is getting desperately low in health. 200 health left, 121, 70, 20, 16, and the hatchery does explode into Axis. Is loving himself or Blue is loving himself right now. Axis, however, has something to say about life at the moment that we're not going to explore into. And the Widowmines are still here. Did they recharge? I think they did. More workers going on down. And now only one base of saturation left. 29 to 47 total workers. 15 to 54 total army supply. And I think Axis is just getting shoved out of this game by our friend Axis. Blues. Axis is getting shoved out of this game by our friend Blues. Centrifugal hooks has just completed. But here's what needs to happen. Ready? Okay, I am now Blues. This is what has to happen in order for Axis to win this game. Ready? Ta-da! That's what has to happen. And that, and only that, was gonna be the saving grace of our friend Blacks. Oh, couldn't even get a shitty Widowmine shot, could you, Blues? Now there's nothing left for an Axis. Stepping into the natural base is our friend Blues. GG is called. And we may very well see a game number 6. In fact, we are going to see a game number 6 because Axis has fallen to Blue. I listen to classical music because I like to think I am better, says 9232. The sound of music is just the sound of mechanical keys being caressed by the passionate loving fingers of a StarCraft player. By Ludwig von Bakendick. I don't know, whatever you call classical composers. Why zoom game? Oh, did I zoom in? Whoops. Whoopsie doodle. Swag couple equals 2. SC2 line, that's right. Nero Swarm, GG, Zerg silver player, GG, access. No, the Zerg was indeed a gold player. I think he was gold. 4 more platinum. Fun5Resin says, GG access, my teammate has fallen. You know what? At any point, if you want, just go ahead and log into your Smurf account, Spartan, and we'll be ready to go. Oh, hang on, one sec. Hang on, and we'll be ready to go. Oh man. Waiting for Ming. He says he needs 2 minutes. All right, so we do have a little bit of downtime to spare. Yeah, a little bit of time here to spare. Not really certain what to do at the moment. We're gonna go ahead and say, let's just talk with chat, right? Let's make a connection from my body, this squishy kind of brownish body, to this chat right here. What's up? Howdy doody, broskies. How's it going, chat? Everyone doing well? How? Anyone have anything planned for the weekend? Anybody have? What's your favorite dessert? Eh? What's your favorite dessert? I don't know. I tell you my favorite dessert. My favorite dessert. Ooh, I actually don't know. Sometimes I take a syringe of lard and kind of just like hit it in my thigh like an EpiPen, and that's pretty. That gets the job done. But I think other than that, favorite dessert. I actually don't know. I don't have a lot of desserts very often. Like a lot of the times, I would much rather go out and get like a nice full ass, big ass, burger ass meal instead of just like a milkshake. Actually, no, that would be it. My favorite dessert would be like a milkshake. You know, like a nice, good, like a proper, like one of those milkshakes that you look at and think that possibly can't be real, and then you sip it and it's like, wow, it is real. Like a nice, soothing milkshake that go in my throat and the cherry is just, mwah. That sounds delicious right now. Tiramisu says Sayax sushi. Oh my gosh, tiramisu is also very delicious. I think the best tiramisu I had, it was a really good tiramisu is done really, really well, folks. Tiramisu is absolutely delicious. If you haven't ever had tiramisu, I highly think you are not doing good things with your life if you hadn't had at least a slice of tiramisu. There's like a bakery over here that makes the best ass tiramisus you've ever seen. Like cinnamon and like coffee and like good ass stuff. Psionic says fishing, fave dessert, French silk pie. What's French silk pie? That doesn't sound edible. let alone like a dessert. French silk pie. I feel like that would be something you stumble across accidentally, that you have to like quickly shut down the browser when your parents come into the room. Like, oh no, what were you watching? And your parents are like, was that a French silk pie sound? And you're like, no, it was just my homework. I'm doing a project for school. Go away. So please elaborate. What is a French silk pie? I haven't much of an idea. So pretentious as X Sushi. We eat chocolate sundaes here, buddy. Dude, chocolate sundaes are also the bomb and diggity. As long as you put like a banana in it, you gotta put that banana in the chocolate sundae. Otherwise, you're just not doing it right, my friend. Alright, the game is actually indeed starting, so you know what? You come up with an excuse to what a French silk pie is. I say excuse because I think you and I both know what a French silk pie is. You can go ahead and save yourself the humiliation. And I'll go ahead and start casting this game. Sounds like a done dealio. Alright, folks, let's get on into it. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Ascension to Wire. Representing our blue term player, the cool blue dude with the attitude. Give it up for Blues. Showing a very strong TV... Well, showing a very strong Terran versus Zerg spawning. In the top left-hand position of Ascension to Wire. He is Psyx Ming. Playing for, you guessed it, Psionic Aftermath. Starting off with the Root Cat's Extractor trick. Mwah, 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 mwah. You know what pulls at my heartstrings, Ming. And let's go ahead and get on into it, folks. I'm very ripped passion, indeed. Yeah. Maybe you just, I don't know, maybe you went to eat like an ice cream sundae. I don't know. Passion is weird things sometimes. Alright, Ming gonna go ahead, throw down that hatchery. Probably gonna see a gas fairly soon into a spawning pool. There we go. So pretty standard play from our friend Ming. Meanwhile, Blues gonna do the same thing. Gonna go ahead, get that Rex, get that gas. Fourth players is playing fairly normal so far. And looks as though Psionic Aftermath hasn't really described what a French silk pie is. Huh. Go figure, man. Can't even come up with a good excuse. It's okay. It's alright. It happens to the best of us. Don't worry, Psionic Aftermath. I'm gonna say Psionic Aftermath, that's the name of the guy in chat. It's not, I'm not just talking to the team in general here. And yeah. You know what, that's kind of like the default thing. Like every language has that kind of thing. That, you know, every language has that word. You know what word I'm talking about. Every language has that. And yeah, and then you just leave it. And no matter what language you're in, it always sounds just as awkward and shitty to end a sentence with. Because you can't just end with, oh yeah, and yeah. Because grammatically, it makes about as much sense as, you know, bright green ideas, sleep furiously, silk pie. That's about as much sense that it makes to end a sentence with, and yeah. And secondly, like, it doesn't leave anything for anyone. Like, it takes the conversation and it just goes, bah! Like, swats it. Like, oh, is that a mosquito? Is that a conversation? And yeah, same thing. Yeah. And yeah. See, I did it again! Oh, it's an epidemic, folks. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stray away from that, folks. Meanwhile, this Reaper is gonna go ahead, go on into the main base while I make a fool of myself for the internet to forever mock. Gonna go ahead and get a full scout on out. Reaper basically sees that nothing too weird is happening. Man, can he get the Reaper? Ooh, Queen is actually popping out, searching for a pizza that Reaper asked, the Queen's favorite dessert. Oh, very good pickup from my friend Ming. I mean, honestly, the Reaper is more of a formality in this matchup. Like, Karen gets it as like a, you know, don't kill the hell out of me in 2 minutes kind of thing. And I think that's basically what the Reaper is designed to do. If you can get a Ling kill, wow, make clap, 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 clap. You get a drone kill and you're just like throwing champagne everywhere, right? So, you know, Reaper really did this job. Hatchery is gonna go down over here as well. Already seeing a very stronger start out of Ming so far this game, showing a little bit of a stronger understanding of the TVZ matchup than our previous opponent. I think the score is 2-4. You can't really PM me in game if it's wrong because I don't have messages on while in game. So yeah, it's 2-4. Deal with it. No, it's 3-4. Wait. You know what? We'll just say it's nothing for. Nothing for. Not technically wrong. Looks like the Lings are gonna go ahead and scout out. Ming says, oh, my hatch. Shouldn't have made that. No. No, now Blues knows. He knows. Don't let him nose. No nose unless the nose begins to nose. And you just let him begin to nose. Noses aside, let's see what Blue is doing. It's gonna be a Destiny Cloudfish strike build, going for that 1-1-1 with the command center mixed in between. And he's gonna go ahead and get Banshees and Hellions. So good old Heart of the Swarm opening, been a very popular opening. Banshee, or Hellions into Banshee rather. And I'm not sure Ming completely knows what is going on. Yeah, he didn't invest into that Overlord speed, unfortunately. So
A new queen has emerged.
Thanks, but I am the caster here. I can do this by myself. A new queen has entered the fray! Yeah, I'm just compensating at this point. Alright, wars are going on down in anticipation, so Ming definitely realizing that Cloak Banshees are indeed a possibility. First Banshee actually making its way across the map as we speak. And here's a kind of a cool thing, kind of oscillates up and down. You see that? Work it, Banshee. Work it. Now these Hellions are going to go ahead and try and see if they can slip on by. Lings, however, going to go ahead and say that's enough of that. Going to go ahead and do a decent amount of damage on those Hellions. Hellions have to be careful, though. There are a decent amount of Queens and Lings here. One false swipe, and these Hellions could be left with 1 life. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. One false swipe, and these Hellions could be in a whole lot of trouble. There we go. One of them already going down. Thankfully, a Spore over here is going to prevent the Banshee from going on in and just massacring everything's face off. Meanwhile, no layer just yet from our friend Ming, unfortunately. Seems like a little bit of a delayed layer. I'm not too certain about when exactly it should come down, but definitely soon. Right, definitely soon. Oh, clap, 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 clap. Best caster NA. Meanwhile, more spores are coming out, and actually a spine crawler as Ming sacrificing that spine, or sacrificing that drone rather, in order to ensure the safety of the third base. Not a bad choice at all, and overall, this has been a solid defense. No workers killed for Ming. Should be skyrocketing ahead in that workers active tab as a result. And actually, no, 44 to 48 total workers. Here's the problem, folks. Floating a lot of minerals is our friend Ming. How unfortunate. Woe is him. Can't spend all of his larva soon enough, and now, as a result, he's gonna go ahead and fall behind in economy and not have a lead anymore. Damn, what a bummer. Now the incarnation of a giraffe is gonna go ahead and start poking away at this Hellions. Meanwhile, Banshee's gonna go ahead and start getting taken on out. Could have gotten it actually, I think, but the Queens, however, had different plans. 5 larva for our friend Ming. I think Ming at this moment is very, 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 very larva starved. He needs to throw down a hatchery at least. It doesn't even have to be at the 4th base. Just a macro hatch would do wonders for this man at this moment. Spire is morphing on in, however, so it looks like it's going to be a Ling Bin Muta type of play coming out from our friend Ming. I don't think there is a Baneling's Nest at all even. May have been an oversight. Maybe he just wants to defend with Ling Queen. I'm not so certain, folks. And a very Queen heavy style coming out from our friend Ming, which I do really like. Dark, for one, if you've seen him play recently, Dark really does favor that, you know, Ling Queen sort of style. I think it's a really solid style. But it's definitely one of the more difficult styles to hold, to not die with. Because Terran pushes against just Ling Queen can be very, very scary if miscontrolled. Now, Spire is about to finish, however, there's not enough gas for a huge cloud of mutas. And yet, that's part of the problem. Ming has forgotten to saturate one of his gas guns at home. Still no macro hatch. Definitely an oversight if you're playing Ling Bane Muta. You definitely need that macro hatch. His creep spread, however, is looking a-okay at this stage in the game. Ooh, ooh. Okay, does have... Ming's like, are those Banshees? Morphs in Overseer, like, immediately. That's amazing. Okay, maybe I use amazing too much. I'll concede that. Baneling's Nest has just finished on up either way, so not many Banelings actually to defend against this attack. There are transfuses available, so these queens shouldn't die anytime soon, and actually, Widow Mines could be devastating, and, no, good bets on the Widow Mines, but can't get off a creep. Ooh, it's gonna be a very tricky hold from my friend Ming, especially floating 2,000 minerals, folks. That he could have like 80 lings, or rather 80 drones and like a bunch of lings. Definitely Ming is sacrificing a large advantage due to his lack of macro hatchery. Unfortunately, now these things have gone off creep as well, and did get kited, so a bad engagement coming out for Ming, and now Blues doubles his army supply. Oh, Ming, oh, woe is you. You were defending so well. And the 4th base finally does go on down, but it's just not enough at this point in time. A couple of Banes and a handful of Lings. Sure, it's going to take care of this, maybe? Maybe if the target fire isn't good. But then there's all this you got to deal with, and that's just a headache, folks. That no one wants to deal with that. Infestation Pit now is on the way. Ming still floating them minerals. Maybe saving up to buy Kerrigan money? Kerrigan hormone? I don't know. She's doing something, but I don't know. I mean, Kerrigan ain't this cheap, brother. No matter how much you save up, she isn't gonna sell out. And now you have to sacrifice so many Lings and Banes on a Foley Hope and a meet and greet with the Queen of Blades. A couple Lings are gonna beat it out already. 54 arms by the 73. Definitely a very sorry sight for any Zerg player. Indeed. Ming's gonna go ahead and try to scramble up for one last defense. Centrifugal hooks are not ready, and Muta's just popping on out, but they're not gonna help in the defensive as much as they would like. Bailey trying to waddle on forward. They are on creep, but it is not enough. I don't believe the priest sprint from here is amazing for our friend Blues. Muta's coming on forward to pick off a couple of the Marines, try to punish the priest sprint, and the Widowman connections are just brutal. Now only a couple of Banings are left, and as long as the splits are good, and it looks like they are good enough, Ming down 140 with the fight to 93. Muta's going down left and right, and this hatchery is going to go down. Maybe with the broodings he can start to push back Blues, but he is just absolutely ripping up the economy of Ming. The Queens even are in jeopardy of going on down. And okay, Banding Speed has finally finished, and it looks as though that is going to be the end of the aggression for Blue. Or is it just the beginning? Dun dun dun. On a unrelated note, these Widow Mines look like nipples. Thank you very much and good night. Now this fourth base is going to go ahead and float on over for our friend Blues. Not really too much of a wall off over at this third base location, but you can't really do it anyway, so can't really blame him for that. Getting a couple of racks to help in the war effort, as well as the factory with the tech lab on it. Very curious as to what that's for. I really don't think you want tanks versus Lingbane Muta. However, I think is the idea. I think the idea behind that is Thor's. So we're just gonna go ahead and say that's Thor's. And I don't even think Blue is gonna need it this game. He's gonna go ahead and take out the fourth. Larva going down, and Ming just not being able to hold on to anything. Gonna go ahead and move on forward, try to bait out the Widowmine shots. He does so kind of well, but GG is called, and Blues ties it up, Quattro to Quattro. And now there's just one last remaining hope for Psionic Aftermath. Very interesting stuff so far. Psionic Aftermath saying, we need a Mr. 789 announcer pack. Okay, it is 4-2. Aha! Okay, it was 4-2. Okay, amazing, amazing. Okay, Psionic Aftermath is Insane Guy. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. So now it is 3-4. Okay, 3-4. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Forgive me. And now it is 4-3. Sorry for that. I was confused by myself. 2 more lives for us. Explosive nipples, beautiful but deadly. Says 232. Explosive nipples. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? In a world where teats have more than meets the eye. Dun, 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 dun. Like locked in a secret facility. His power, should he choose to accept it. What did you do to me? Can mean the difference between life and death. Fades to black. He is the explosive nipple man. I don't know, still working on the title of the movie. It's gonna be a summer blockbuster. We'll get Dwayne The Rock Johnson and a couple of other high profile celebrities, and they'll make $1 million trillion bucks. Who cares? Explosive nipples, right. Ace Forks is done to the 232. I know, I'm sorry. And it looks like we actually do have a link to what French silk pie is. Huh. Alright, it looks as though it is. Okay, whipping cream, butter, sugar, yolks, pie shell, chocolate kernels. All the secret. Okay, I don't know. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and see what his description of it is. French silk pie is actually chocolate mousse pie with whipped cream soda. Oh yeah, it's kind of interesting. Man, that actually sounds pretty damn delicious. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make some. That'd be amazing. Insane Guy saying we need a Mr. 789 announcer pack. Definitely says X fashion. Well, with I don't know. I think we're $23.22 short of an announcer pack, so no, I'm joking. I jest. The Tesos announcer pack is out. If you haven't bought it, let me tell you, you are missing on out. Getting here, nice juicy GG every time you exit a match is So, ace plus satisfying. And without further ado, folks, let's get on into the game. Spawning. Nah, I'm just joking. I didn't switch the scenes, but you thought I messed up. But even I thought I messed up. But hey, turns out I did. Spawning in the top left-hand position of Odyssey, representing our red Zerg player, giving our blue Terran player a run for his money. More than likely, it is Masters versus Masters after all. Folks, give it up for Quiverblood. And God, that imagery, man, I just can't seem to get it out of my head. And his opponent spawning in the bottom right-hand position of Odyssey. He is representing our blue Terran player. Folks, give a large eSport welcome as the last remaining hope for INGT Gaming. It is Blues. Spawning as a blue Terran player, naturally. And we're gonna cast the whole thing like this, because we want to see the pores and the Overlord pulsate as he breathes. Look at that. Oh, wait. You can actually hear it breathing. Holy shit. Listen. Oh, it stopped. That was so amazing. That's never gonna happen again in a million billion years. That's the best coincidence that's ever coincided with any coincidence at all. And Quick Blood is gonna go ahead. Oh, go for the gas steal. Oh, the ingenious gas steal of destiny, says Quick Blood, as he goes ahead and takes the gas over from Blues. Definitely super known to deal with. All of a sudden, all of the timings of a very, very time-reliant race just got absolutely fiddle-ducked by this one drone and extractor. Look at that, gonna go ahead and finish on up. 500 health on that extractor. Absolutely beautiful face. But however, a Reaper has made his way across the map. It's gonna go ahead and opt to go straight across the map instead of coming back home to deal with this extractor. But I would be a little bit concerned. You kind of do need that gas. Your 2-1-1 is a very timing dependent build, and you really can't afford to have it be delayed by even like 10 seconds. Like a 10-second delay makes me think, oh yeah, the timing is pretty much over, but like a 20-ish second delay, that's when the Zerg just gets irreconcilably far ahead, assuming they play fantastically. 6 things are out for the defense for our friend Quiver Blood. Gonna go and send out this third drone to take a third hatchery, or maybe it's just gonna go ahead and go. Yeah, okay, that's also a possibility. Could just have been mining, trying to go for the cheat gets around, and actually it does happen. Reaper tries to blow up the creep of the hatchery. However, that's not how any of this works, and it doesn't indeed work out. 3-minute mark, still no third hatch, and as I say, that third hatch is on the way for our friend Quiverblood. And I'm thinking Quiverblood's looking to be in an okay position this game. You know, the 2-1-1 timing build is definitely starting to get a little bit distractinated. Look at this. Booz is going to be able to start Stim, but he's not going to be able to start his Medivacs. Or Starport, rather. He's not going to be able to get a reactor. Then again, maybe the build doesn't call for an early gas, but I don't know, folks. He needs to be on the other side of the map in 1 minute and 30 seconds with Stim and 16 Marines, and I don't think that's going to happen at this current rate. Fornings come on in and get 2 SCVs. Pretty good play there from my friend Quiver, but 29-26 total workers. Definitely seems to be the most solid out of all the Zerg players we have seen thus far play against Blues. Now, gonna go ahead and lose a couple of links now as it gets a little overzealous. Another one of these weirdly placed bunkers for friend Blues, not contributing to the wall off at the moment. And the 4-minute mark is indeed going. Yeah, definitely Blues is delayed a little bit. He won't be able to go across the map as quickly as he would like. So Quiverblood definitely going to be in a nice position this game. Take a look at his vision. Has he seen the second territory? The second barracks? No. I guess he just kind of see the reactor with the barracks on it. And if you see that, and it's not on the, factory, I guess you can kind of assume it's not Hellions. And if it's not Hellions, then it's probably Stin Marine drops. So our friend Quiverblood should be more than well equipped to deal with it. Finally taking his additional gases at the 4-minute 36-second mark. Creep spread surprisingly underwhelming for the 4-minute 40-second mark. Just now laying down the first tumor. Quiverblood has been a little bit distracted, and honestly, this creep spread is going to be super important in defending a 2-1-1 build. Like in 2-1 builds, you generally hear for Zerg players as advice. Their main advice is, stay on creep, don't go off creep, right? But you can't really do that if you don't really have much creep, now can you? Quiverblood though should be able to get out a decent amount of creeps before Blues hits, and now Blues actually being forced to go ahead and trim his build up a little bit. With that delayed gas, not being able to get those medevacs, just go ahead and opting for a Liberator beforehand. So very interesting. He's gonna have stim, but not really able to move out, I don't think, especially now with medevac support, and especially not at the 5-minute and 30-second mark already. There's a decent amount of army for our friend Quiverblood. Spread out across the map, albeit, but Queens still definitely count for a huge portion in base defense. Now spending, oh no, it's the curse of the Psyx Zerg player. He's not spending, okay, there we go. Spending his money very well is Quiverblood thus far, keeping it below 1,000, which is definitely very advantageous. Gonna go ahead and macro these lings just a little bit. This hatchery definitely has a lot of larvae, 15 larvae at the moment. Wow, I'm really loving this macro hatch from my friend Quiverblood. However, part 2 of spending your money is you gotta actually have the actions necessary to spend it. And I guess, what is he doing? What is he? He's just floating the minerals, floating the larvae. Really, I'm not liking this so far from our friend Quiverblood. He has a lot of larvae, like an insane amount of larvae, but he's just not really spending it on much. I can understand if he were saving up for something, but I don't think he was. Anyways, 28 Zerglings have been made. Gonna go ahead and put those larvae to use. There are now 8, and I think that Liberator has indeed died. Yes, the Liberator has indeed gone down. And now Blitz is gonna go and start his first push of the map of the game at the 6-minute and 40-second mark. Should hit at around 7 minutes 10. Unfortunately, that is a little bit too late. Quiverblood still has a nice worker advantage. He's gone unmolested throughout this whole map. And now he has a lot of Banes, a lot of Lings, and a lot of creep. Now, Blues is going to go ahead and see this. Does he decide to scan? Go in the main base? What does he do? Alright, looks like he is going to scan for now. Oh, Total Biscuit Announcer Pack. Folks, do get this Announcer Pack. Really, they are amazing. Like, if you're not going to spend the $7 to get the Announcer Pack, I can think of at least one other Twitch channel that would enjoy it. Alright, I'll stop it. I'm so horrible. Alright, creep spread. Looking pretty alright. It's definitely got the main points down. It's got... That's actually kind of funny, since Creep can't go in the water. He can't spread his tumor over here. That's actually pretty cool, since you can't build on water. Ooh, Bailing's actually caught out in the middle of nowhere. Oh no, Quiverblood, huge oversight. He can actually lose all of these Bailings if he's not careful to stim forward. And already, yeesh, losing 14 Bailings. Ouch. But Centrifugal Fuchs, good job. Centrifugal Hooks has finished on up. And now, actually, small encounters are gonna go ahead and deny this base over here. Meanwhile, let's drop in the main base with a Widowman. Gonna take out 8 drones. Definitely a devastating number to have to reconcile with. 40 to 48 total workers has coming out for our friend Quiverblood. And I don't think Quiverblood... And I do not think Quiverblood has been making the adequate amount of drones he really needs. He hasn't been really able to drone up as much as he would have liked, I don't believe. Quiverblood also gonna lose all of these Lings as well. Did get a couple of SCVs tonight, man, for a little bit, but still, I would love to see like a nice, there we go, 8 drones are on the way. Definitely what you need to be seeing at this stage in the game. You need to get that work. You need to be like 10-ish workers ahead of the town. You need to be comfortable. Right now, our Zerg player has a little bit of a tricky option for a 4th base location. RC is definitely one of the weirder maps. This is a very nice base location as well, but this is just so open. Which is actually good for Zerg, so it makes me wonder why I didn't want to take this in the first place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 manure patches. Oh, no, that bad boy. I guess he just wanted to... I guess the creep spreader was better over here. I'm not quite certain why he wanted to go over here. But I guess it's not the most important thing in the universe. He is getting it right now. 4th base is on the way before the Terran's 4th, so definitely hitting those benchmarks as he needs to. Meterless flock, pretty modest at the moment, I would like to say. Control Shift T. Why did I press that? Oh, I was trying to open a tab. Oh gosh, sometimes hotkeys just kind of like sneak their way into everyday life. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that was weird. Alright, meanwhile, drop coming out for our friend Blues as well. And look at this Quiverblood. He's actually down 30 supply, unfortunately. I think a lot of this, and I think a main part of this, is due to the fact that he couldn't drone early enough. He's been unable to really hit those macro threats that Zerg needs to play. And oh, Blues, if he gets a cancel on this 4th base, and actually, yes, it is going to go ahead and go down. No! Cancel! Just a straight up kill. A little bit of a mistake for my friend Quiverblood. And he's getting impatient, going off creep without baiting Widow Mines with all of his army, and he pays the price. 4th gets canceled. 54 Lings are on the way, however, and that, as any man will tell you, is a shit ton of Zerglings, folks. And Blitz has to be very careful about how active he is out on the map. he definitely can still get destroyed by this army of Quiverblood. And these mutas! Gotta watch out. Definitely overstim though is an army of blues. Needs to give some time for his army to relax, re-run, and re-love, and re-heal. Stuff like that. Not that many banings, but I think our friend Quiverblood is actually looking for the engagement. And here he goes. He is just gonna take it. Muta's coming as well, and the whole army gets cleaned on up. This is exactly what I was telling you about, folks. All the medevacts are gonna go down. And just like that, Blues has to reboot and restart from scratch. This is now his main army, and looks like the Mutas are gonna go ahead and get a little bit overzealous. Oh no! Losing a lot of them in that overextension. 6 Mutas, I believe. Yes, 6 Mutas exactly, because now my genius have gone ahead and went on down in that offensive. Blues has a lot of wind mines, but he needs to play defensively. What are you doing? Don't poke on out. He's trying to play offensively. What are you doing? Oh no. That thing of a control for Quiverblood is not amazing. The wind mines are burrowing, but they're getting blown up by the Banes. And the Marines are forced to spit for the lives. Let's see how they do. An okay spit going on down. Not too shabby. But a couple of banings are moving away. Oh! And an okay Widowman shot over there. He could have kept on pushing, maybe. But the reinforcements will be able to shoo him away for the time being. So far, I'll take a look at the resources lost tab. It has been more for a Zerg player, so that is what at least Blues has going for him. He does have a Spore Face about to land on equal footing with the Zerg, so definitely another win in the Book of Blues, which sounds like a really horrible band name, the Book of Blues. Or maybe a really good one, I don't know. Drilling Class has completed, and what is Quiverblood's game plan? Is it going to Hive? Oh shit, he's actually, oh, I wasn't actually looking. I was just expecting there to be a layer, and then they're gonna be like, yeah, you should go to Hive, yeah. Well, it turns out he is actually going on to a Hive. Layer is indeed morphing on in, so right now, ooh, actually a good catch by the Mutas over here, taking down 7-ish SCVs. Very good move, indeed. Here's the thing. Quiverblood does not need to be winning for the next 2 or 3 minutes. No. Since he has the Hive, what Quiverblood needs to do is be surviving. He needs to not be dying. He needs to take his dying and not have it. That's what Quiverblood needs to do for the time being. He also needs a 5th base, because, yeah, in Legacy of the Void, you kind of need 5 bases to support a Hive instead of the 4 you are generally maybe accustomed to. Now, Lingbane's still trying to be active out on the map. Gonna catch a couple of Marauders and Marines out here if he tries to. Muta flock still flying on around. However, these mutas don't give a flock about any group of Widowmines, as they are so grouped on up, which is definitely something Quiverblood has to be careful about. One cheekily placed Widowmine, one cheekily placed cluster of Widowmines, and that is the end of Quiverblood's reign in this game. So far, I'm liking his position. 62 to 57 total workers. Can't really support Hive on 62 workers. I would love to see 72, maybe 75. But 102 army supply to the 81 of Blues, definitely a nice advantage in that regard. I would have to give a slight edge to our friend Quiverblood since he does have the superior attack. However, a Fusion Core is on the way. And that's actually... oh no, okay, that's not another tech tab. So no battle cruisers on the way. No casual bruisers in this game. No schmattel bloovers, unfortunately. And actually going for a very risky drop. 2 medevacs right over Zelnog Tower is our friend Blues. You know what the Mutalists have to say about that? Oh, I can't do the squeaky voice anymore. Well, imagine 2 forks rubbing together and like that. Or imagine 2 plates. 2 forks rubbing against the ceramic plate, and that's what the Mutas have to say about that. Just awful screeching, but kind of an undernote of happiness. And there we go, 5th base is up for our friend Quiverblood. This is looking more and more like a professional game. Coming out from both players' Blues, he is in a little bit of trouble. He's getting his Liberator production down 3 at a time, so tech-wise, I would have to say that he is catching on up. Starting to splash in more and more Marauders. 1, 2... 3. So 3 Marauders at a time, as well as 3 Liberators at a time, as well as door production. I'd have to say that he is not going to die to the Ultralisks. He's just not going to be able to straight up engage them, right? So he's not going to be able to be super happy about taking an engagement, but if he has to, it wouldn't be the end of the world. A couple of... Ooh, mineral line, go bye-bye. Red rum, says his mainlings. There is a sunset tower, but it only detects up to so far. And if Blue is not paying attention, that could be absolutely devastating. Now he has taken this watchtower, so this medevac could move on over without getting scouted by the lings. So pretty good adjustment from our friend Blues. However, oh, I guess he's just sitting there. And now Blues is responding. He's gonna go ahead and roll in anyways. What are you gonna do? All those SCPs are clumping on up. 8 of them going down, and the rest splashing on Planetary. That was a decent amount of paintings. I would have to say that was okay for Blue. Could have been worse, but definitely not something he was looking forward to. And now Advanced Ballistics is almost done at the moment, and actually he's gonna make 5 Liberators at a time. That's so scary. We could very well be seeing a split map situation. Because Mutas versus Liberators, let's just say it's not the fairest of fights, folks. Now these Marines actually are going to go ahead and maybe take on this 5th. If Curveball is not careful, these are 3-3 Marines. They do not duck around. And there we go. Gonna go ahead and pick off that hatchery. Gonna maybe pick off and boost off. No, Medevac believes that they deserve death and just gonna go ahead and leave without them. Meanwhile, Blues is gonna go ahead and start to move across the map. I think this is a little bit of a mistake. Oh, you have the Liberators, you have the range. Just be a little turtley for a time being until you can get those critical Liberator counts. Because right now you're hovering at what, 8? Yeah, okay, so 7-ish, 8-ish Liberators are out for from Blues, and not a Corruptor inside. The Mutafok is gonna be all the anti-air. However, ooh, in a very exposed position is Blues. Oh, actually a full surround is coming out from our friend Quiverblood. A fantastic engagement, and the Ultras are right on top of the bio. Ultras actually not actually attacking, having trouble pinpointing the battle. Oh, the baiting shots are huge! And the medevacs are going down as well. Blues running for his damn life, and now running toward his damn wife. I guess as he moves to that Ultra army at the last second. Now, these Mutas are such high number. I know Liberators are good versus them, but no, not even choosing to engage them direct. They're gonna go ahead and try and rely on the support of the Thor to stop the Mutas, but this space is almost certainly forfeit. 5 more SCVs gonna go ahead and go down in the offensive move from Quiverblood. Behind this, his 5th base is being replanted. His upgrades are at 3-3, and he's starting to work on that carapace in the air. Liberators, however, doing a lot of damage. Has to be very careful. Thor can definitely start taking care of these Mutas if he's not careful. Ultra's trying to contribute to the engagement. Can Blues hold on to this? 42 supply to 118? I don't think it's possible. He's making units, but folks, he sure as hell ain't making an army. More Liberators are trying to siege on up desperately, but already his 2 bases have been knocked on down. The tech is rampant. He is down in army supply. He is down in worker supply. He is down, folks, and he is out. The Mutas just need to pick up the last couple of Liberators, and Quiverblood will be free to reign all over the base of Blues now. Ooh, that was a lot of talking in a very little amount of time. Now, Quiverblood has still backed off for a little bit, doesn't want to lose all the Ultras, knows that Ultras need to be supported, so getting a couple more Lings and a couple more Ultras, because why the hell not? Gonna go ahead, wash the little toesy woses and wipe them on the moss, because they don't want to make a mess in the Terran base, of course, otherwise the Terran's gonna yell at them. 2 Banings working on in. Seems like you need a little bit more than that. And more than that he does. 18 are actually morphing on in, as well as some more space cabs. So that's a positive. That's an 8+. What is the game plan for Blues? He has 58 armor supply to 132. He's making 8 Marines at a time and 1 Marauder. Well, that doesn't seem too bad. It's just not sustainable on the economy he is running. And look at this. The missile turrets have been cleared on off, and now the Mutas are free to reign. The Liberators getting picked on off. Picking up and boosting to the main base. Blues wants to bring it home for his team. He wants the reverse sweep, but Quiverblood is not going to give it to him as he barters down the main wall to the natural base of Blues, trying to evacuate the SCVs, but the Ultras are so numerous. GG! And Quiverblood brings it home for Psionic Aftermath. The awkward silence was because my throat really hurts. Look at these super lies of Psionic Aftermath fashion. Quiverblood is diamond. He's diamond? Really? Wow. No way he's diamond. No. Yeah, see, look. He's not. Oh, he is diamond. Shit. Wait. No way, really? He's diamond. Wow. He shouldn't be for very much longer. That was an excellent game played by our friend Quiverblood. Blue, I will tell you, he put up one hell of a fight. Unfortunately, though, it just didn't seem to be enough, and thankfully, oh, thank God, that 23 donation didn't go to waste, and Psionic Aftermath brings it home, 5-3. Spartan Federation says that's my coach for good reason too. It definitely does seem like you had a good coach there. Your PVZ looks pretty damn good. Getting revenge and avenging his pupil. Very nice storyline to go along there. And folks, that is going to be it for me. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Means the world to all of us here at Psionic Aftermath that we got to do what we love with an audience that cares. Let me go ahead and make sure everything's fine. Mwah, GG's, mwah, GG's, mwah, GG's. Alright, that is going to be it for me, folks. If you do have a little bit of time, you can go ahead and check out my YouTube channel, Mean the World for Me, where you can catch the best of 9 between Pig and Guitar Cheese. And let me tell you, folks, it was down to the wire. Amazing games. You can check it out on my channel up here. It's Mr789. Tap that into the YouTube search bar, and you'll see you'll see this face, maybe going like this, something stupid. I don't know. It would mean the world to me if you could check that out. And if you like what you see, maybe like, and if you even like what you see more than that, maybe take the subscription button and just go, pound it. Right, that is gonna be it for me, folks. Thank you so much for watching. If you want me to cast your games, you can send your replays to Mr789@outlook.com, as mentioned by Psionic Aftermath in the chat below. Thank you so much for the love, everyone. It means the world to me that I can do this. And remember, folks, the internet can always use some more heroes.